From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Question.
Go.
Are you a good kisser?
Absolutely.
You say you are. Damnit Maurie, are you a good kisser?
1,000%.
No such thing, but that's okay. What makes you a good kisser, Maurie?
Well, I was going to say the heat from my mouth.
Okay,
but-
pause for 1 second. The overwhelming answer to this question, by the way, is we all think we're great kissers because 2/3 of people say that they think that they're a good kisser. Only 3% say that they're not good at kissing. 3% of people, it's a very low number. But the vast majority of people say that they are a good
I
kisser.
have tricks.
What are your, hold on a second here. Shem, are you a good kisser?
Absolutely. Have you
Prove
seen
it.
those?
Okay, here we
Come on
go.
now.
Maury, why
What
would you
did-
say
what did
prove
you
it?
prove it? What did-
Married
I know,
man.
that just came out of my mouth.
Prove it. Like on
like,
what?
you want to make out with Shem now?
Like,
Easy now.
like your arm? Like
Have you ever
okay.
done that?
No, Maury. So Shem, what makes you a good kisser?
My soft lips, and I would like to think that I don't use a whole lot of tongue.
You
know what I
don't,
mean?
huh?
No, I think
Interesting.
you have to or use tongue when
Get
it's
it
the
close
most
to that
aware.
microphone. We need to hear those lips.
Oh well, let me get
okay,
closer.
there we go. Yeah.
You've got to use tongue at the appropriate time, and I feel like I've mastered when and when not to use.
Can you
tongue.
give somebody tips now on when is the appropriate time?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Listen, it's when you're first greeting somebody,
Yeah.
probably not a good idea to stick your tongue down their throat.
Oh, interesting.
When you're first greeting them.
I've always thought the opposite.
Well,
It's worked out very well for me in life.
Hey, how you doing, Roz?
Okay, so so appropriate times and inappropriate times for tongue is what Shem says.
Yeah.
Mocha, what makes a good kiss, would you say? By the way, if you want to text us right now, 925-555, what makes you a good kisser? Not what makes a good kiss,
Yes.
but what makes you a good kisser?
Much like Shem, I can recognize, first of all, I do have soft lips because I moisturize my lips
Fair enough.
all the time.
We're all licking our lips right now as soon as you said soft lips. Every single one. Maury still has one lip in his mouth. Like that's how Maury's still moisturizing that top lip.
I think knowing when and when not to apply too much or too little pressure
Okay.
with your lips,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
also knowing the right time during a kiss,
Okay.
when to use tongue and when not to.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
How about you? You didn't answer yet.
Yeah, no, I think I have a very different technique than you guys. My technique has slowed down over the years, right? Like just because I kiss Catherine all the time and we got into a groove and kisses are just awesome, right? But even Catherine will tell you, I was very much a I would take my tongue and run it between their teeth and their top lip, like all the way across.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
That's what I do.
I'll before, like if I was pulling, like if I'm kissing, like if I would kiss Catherine before pulling away, I would just gently like suck her bottom lip into my mouth and sort of like pull it away as I pull away and then bring her back into me.
Oh,
kind of
damn.
thing, right?
Like, I ain't done with you yet.
Yeah. Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I was not an aggressive kisser, still very soft, still very sensual. But I was doing like a lot of work. Like there was a lot of.
I used to be an aggressive kisser.
There was a lot going on, right? Maury,
I love aggressive kissing.
like what is
I
aggressive
like
to you?
biting down on their tongue.
Biting on their
Yeah.
tongue,
Like
huh?
nibbling on their tongue as it's
on
like,
the tongue.
Yeah.
I understand maybe the lip a little bit. You
No,
take
no,
a little
That's
nibble
way
here
too
and there.
risky.
not like a chomp, but I like to
I know,
sort of
but there's
lightly,
too much of a risk there,
lightly bite
I
down.
think.
And I think kissing is like
Not
knowing
one
your
single
car.
person. Not one single person likes their tongue bitten.
That's not
by
true.
The way. Yes,
that's
it is.
not true.
That's
not
100%
true. They went
true.
back for more.
Okay. Well,
Well, it's like knowing your car. You got to know your way around the person's mouth, right? And you got to know the different feelings. I love that trick that you do. I like tickling their top of their mouth.
Did you forget to shave here, or is that a pimple coming in as we're talking about kissing?
No, that's dry skin.
What's that?
It's dry skin.
Oh my God! You
So
just
hot.
now it's all white.
Yeah.
You just picked it off.
Yeah.
Man, just don't pick your mouth while we're talking about you being a great kisser. Or you're sitting here pulling skin off his face.
I once kissed a guy.
After everybody else lick their lips.
Can you believe, Maury? What you just did right now is you just confessed to biting human tongue while pulling skin off your own face. Okay.
I once made out with a
gross.
guy so rough that I had a rash for days all over my face.
all over your face.
Yeah.
Turn your head to your left a little tiny bit.
Is that way?
Yeah. Turn your head to your left a little tiny bit. No, a little
Sure.
tiny
Oh,
bit.
boy.
A little tiny
You
bit.
know what?
And lift your nose up a little. Like down a little, down a little, down a little, down a little.
Lift
down
your
a
nose
little.
with your finger.
Oh, like this?
Yeah. No. Yeah. See that spot right there?
Oh my God, yeah, dude. That's crazy.
Let me get a pointer here. Okay.
very embarrassing. Shem's in the room.
Turn sideways again. Turn sideways again. Turn sideways again.
Just like that, like that, like that.
Right,
Stop.
just right there. It's right there. I don't know if you look
Yeah,
at
from
that.
here it looks like a
Look at
pimple.
that. Yeah, it really does. Ew.
Ew.
Okay,
Ew.
now, okay.
Maury just licked his middle finger
Yeah.
and is rubbing it on the dry patch of skin.
Yeah, he just mom cleaned himself. Anyway, so overwhelmingly, if you ask somebody if they think that they're a good kisser, 2/3 of people say that they're
Do you
a
ever
good
tongue
kisser.
outside the mouth?
What do you mean? Like the forehead?
Do you ever put your tongue outside the mouth and like lick
Outside the mouth?
lick their nose?
No,
and
that's how
lick
you get
all
chapped
around?
lips. You don't lick the outside of the mouth.
I quite enjoy that. Like if you're like,
No, that's when it starts like chafing and cracking.
Yeah, bro, you're not a cat.
Yeah.
no, but like a little lick around the edge.
Okay, raise your hands. Raise your hands right now. Raise your hands right now. Okay, I'm gonna ask one more question before we leave the topic of what makes a great kiss and whether you are a great kisser. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Truth, everybody. Damnit Maurie, Shem, and Mocha, and Roz.
Yes.
Have you ever, in the middle of kissing or at the end of kissing, stuck your tongue up a nostril?
No.
Excuse me?
Why is your hand the only one
Never?
up?
No.
You've never?
Intentionally?
Like even as a joke? Like even as a
No.
joke? Like you never put the tip,
And then
tip
put
up
it back
there?
in their mouth.
Yeah, you never put the tip up there just like as a joke? Like no?
No.
Well,
No, just to shock somebody?
No.
Yeah,
Shut up, Maury.
Me neither. me neither. Me neither.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
We still talking about kissing?
Yeah, so the question was not what makes a good kiss, but when asked if you are a good kisser, the overwhelming majority of people feel that they are great kissers. Very few people think that they're a lousy kisser. So if you ask something, that is something that people are very proud of, and apparently everybody thinks that they're a great kisser when asked.
Yeah.
So
And-
what makes you a great kisser was the question.
Dan Maury, one of his answers was he likes to bite the tongue.
Also, lick the whole face,
Lick the whole face.
get up by the hairline.
925-555 is how you
Super
text.
weird.
I'll start with this. I'm with Maury. My boyfriend will suck my tongue into his mouth and then bite it, and I love it.
Bite the tongue.
Somebody says light lip nibble.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Tempo. Speeding up and slowing down to keep it exciting, reads another text.
Yeah, like a cab driver.
Regardless, you're getting to that destination.
That's true.
Don't overdo it or force a kiss. It should feel natural, reads another text.
Yeah, I agree with
at
that one.
925-555.
A lot of good kissers out there.
My name is Peter. My wife says I don't know how to kiss, and I turn her off.
Oh, Peter.
Please give her some advice on how to be a better kisser, or please give some advice. I would say to you, Peter, maybe ask her what she likes.
Yeah.
Like, what makes you a bad kisser? Ask her these
Yeah.
questions, bro.
Yeah. Like,
You know what I've always wanted to try?
Are you all teeth? Like, what are you, Peter?
I've always wanted to try the Spider-Man kiss, the upside down kiss.
Yeah, you would pass out in a second, Maury.
Yeah.
No,
You could-
not hanging upside. You could just do it where one person's lying on the couch with their head on the headrest, and then you're behind them.
Oh, you've never done that?
No.
You've never like walked
What?
up when somebody's lying on the couch and just like kiss them from behind?
No, like make like the upside down, like they call it the Spider-Man kiss.
You've never done that to Matthew for the amount of time that he's like laying on the
No,
couch
because I
watching TV?
asked him, I go, can we Spider-Man kiss? And he says, no, maybe I shouldn't call it that.
I'm so tall, I could almost do that to Catherine standing up if I walked up behind her. I can just bend right over.
Like a monster.
Like a giraffe. Like a giraffe at the zoo. Like when you give a giraffe an apple, that big giant neck just comes down, like swinging all the way down, right?
And Matthew's never done that to you, huh?
No, I think it's because I'm calling it the Spider-Man kiss, and I think that's the problem.
You should just try it, like without saying, "Hey, I'm going to kiss you," or "Hey, I'm going to do the Spider-Man
Because
kiss."
he probably thinks you're going to come out in like a leotard or something. Right?
A couple more. I'll read to you. 925-555. Hey guys, being passionate is all about being a good kisser.
Yes.
And finally, dated this one girl. She loved to push her face right up against mine. There's no reason that you should be trying to push my head back into my spine when we're kissing.
Aggressive.
Eyes open or closed when you
Some
kiss?
people are aggressive. I don't mind either, to be honest with you.
You do eyes open?
Yeah, sure. Sometimes I like to look. I like to see what's going on. Sometimes
too close.
Sometimes little eye contact during a kiss is sexy.
Yeah, like if you open your eyes just a little bit, see what's going on.
Yeah.
Your eyes meet and then you close them again, but like not for the duration.
Oh,
I think that's weird.
I won't open them with my glasses
It's
on.
always weird though when you are eyes open and somebody's eyes closed, then they open their eyes and they catch you staring.
And then you're like, but then because what's your excuse? You can't you can't say anything about it. You can't say, oh, I was looking at something else.
And you can't certainly close them real quick too, right? That's weird.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
It's the kickoff to Pride Month.
Woo, baby.
There we go. I like that. Hey, Damnit Maurie, come on in here. I saw something real beautiful yesterday. Did you see that picture of Maurie and his old man in the backyard? Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at this picture. Look at this. Picture of Maurie and his old man Frank raising the pride flag. Was that Frank's backyard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so
Whose idea was that?
nice.
It was his idea, actually.
Was it?
Yeah.
What did he say? How did he get you over there? How did he
man.
pitch it to you?
He just sort of messaged saying, "Hey, I don't know what you're doing this weekend, but why don't you come over? I know that you have a pride flag. Let's raise it up in the backyard and kick off Pride Month. I'd love to.
Oh
I'd
my
love to
God, that's
support you
so
and
nice.
Matthew." I
Have
thought
you?
that was really cool.
Had you guys done that before?
No, this was the first time.
Yeah.
So
Why do you think this was the first time?
I just think that with everything, the pandemic and everything going on is just bringing out a lot of love in people. Like people want to see each other. People want to do things like that. It reminds you of what love and family is all about because you miss each other, right?
Did you guys have a conversation about this while you were doing it?
Well, he asked me what side was up.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
He didn't know.
Yeah.
And he wanted to get it right. And he just was so proud. Like he just said happy Pride. And I thought that was really, really amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
And was Matthew there or no?
No, Matthew was not there.
No. So it was just the two of you guys.
Yeah, which kind of like, and it wasn't like.
You don't talk a lot in your adult life. You talk a lot about when you were younger, the things that you and your old man used to do, because I know the baseball games were huge to you guys and all this other stuff. You don't talk a lot about that stuff in your adult life as far as moments that you have with your dad based around certain things that you deem to be sentimental, because you are a very sentimental guy.
Very.
So is this now going to become a tradition for you guys?
I really hope so. I think that it would be cool. I let him keep the flag. Like I'm like, it's there. I don't need it back. That's yours. I can get another one.
Right.
I think this is the family pride flag. Which
Oh, that's real
is
nice. I
amazing.
like
And
that.
I always know that if I came out at a different time, that it would have been super cool if he marched with me in the parade.
Right. Why can't he now?
Well, I guess he could, but I'm too. I guess am I too old for P flag? I don't know. Is there an age?
No, I mean you're still his son, right?
But he just came such a long way. I remember when I came out and he wasn't as accepting, and I'm just so proud of him for how amazing he is and the messages.
It's cool, man. No, it's cool.
The messages that people wrote on that photo were so amazing. Like, I wish my dad was like that, or we need more people like Frank. And for people to say that we need more Franks is amazing.
It's pretty goddamn beautiful.
Yeah.
Because we all know that. You know that. You've known that your whole life.
Yeah. And what was cool is it wasn't like a big to-do in the backyard. It was just the two of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the guy.
Yeah.
I love
Well, he
my
loves
dad.
you too, buddy.
I know.
Yeah.
Of course he does. Like, it was his idea, right?
Because
to do
pride's
this.
not all about partying. It's this.
Yeah.
Pride is about acceptance and stuff. So that was really cool.
And
Sorry.
no, my God, no. And also this I know is your first year where you've tried like hell for so many years to sort of have a role within Pride and
Oh my God!
the celebrations.
Every year I ask them, "Do you need anything? Do you need anything?" And they always like, "We're good. We're good." This year I'm hosting the opening night party.
Hey, that's amazing.
Right.
That's
So
great,
how do-
I
dude.
don't cry during it. Don't worry. I don't cry.
How do people see this?
You can go to pridetoronto.com and watch. It's called Timeless. There's drag performers, DJs, and Forte, the men's chorus, and me introducing everybody. Me introducing everyone.
That's amazing, dude.
That is so cool.
And what outfit are you wearing?
Oh, okay. So I'm wearing like a
Why do
really.
you say it like that?
Because there's an outfit.
I have.
Yeah, we know there's an outfit.
I have a.
It was just the way you said it. It's just the way you
Because
said
I know
it.
it. Listen, we can't do this. If I didn't ask what Maurie was wearing afterwards, we turn off the microphones and he'd go, "You should have asked me what I was wearing."
I have
What's the
a
outfit?
really cool Pride flag onesie and a Pride flag tiny fascinator and Pride flag glasses. So
Okay.
I'm so glad you asked.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Podcast.
Going through all the texts at 925-555. Reacting to Damnit Maurie's story just now.
Coming back in here, Maurie. What's going on?
Damnit Maurie's dad, Frank, for the first time ever, had said to Maurie, hey, to kick off Pride Month, I want to raise the Pride flag in our backyard at home. And he had never said that before. I mean, he's fully supportive, right? He's a great dad. We love Frank.
New moment.
But it is a new moment that you guys shared together. It was just the two of you. Like, Matthew wasn't even there. It was beautiful. I'm getting a lot of messages. 925-555. Maurie, you're making me cry. Every year I would go to Pride and wear my free mom hugs. I'm sending you a virtual mom hug. This was a really beautiful moment for all of us to hear. You give hope to kids coming out now. And you've always been a role model for my gay kid. And I thank you for that. That comes to us from Jen, who's been a big supporter of the Roz and Mocha Show since the very beginning. So much love to you and your family, Jen.
How does that make you feel?
that's awesome. Me a role model? That's pretty cool.
Oh my God. That's what you take from Jen's text?
Yes, that's exactly
Me,
that's exactly
the
the way
role
but that's
model?
exactly the way I meant it. Me?
Another text at 925-555.
Nah,
It's
you're-
dads like Frank that teach us parents raising little kids to have acceptance and to be more welcoming than previous generations. Thank you guys for making me cry on my drive into work with my two babies in the back seat. I'm so happy when I hear stories of families being inclusive. There's too many out there, and there are not. And we have a long way to go and grow, hopefully one day. What else here? Someone tell Damnit Maurie how happy I am for him and how proud I am of him. I'm just crying. I'm so happy.
It's not proud of. Can I just cry? It's not. I'm not proud of me. I'm proud of my dad.
Yeah. Oh no. Of course, we all get that.
What he did was cool.
Well, yes. Yeah, but I think that when it comes to stuff like this, what people see and what they appreciate and what a lot of people envy is the fact that nobody's going through anything alone in your family. You know what I mean? Like that you guys, what like for me, when I look at you and Frank, like, you know, you have this incredible thing with your dad that a lot of people don't have because, you know, I don't like my dad's dead, right? Like I don't have that. So I love the stuff with you and your old man because it's just one of those things of where, you know, to see you going through whatever you had to go through to get to that moment of you in a backyard with the pride flag and your old man was not easy. Nobody would ever think it was easy, but that picture just lets, you know.
It was many years of a journey to get to this photo.
and anything that happens after that point, you just know, you look at that and you know that you're not going to have to go through that alone. And I think that that's one of the things that makes that picture so impactful to so many people is that you're watching somebody, you know, who has an incredible support and it's beautiful, right?
Mad love for Frank, too.
Mad love for Frank.
On text here at 925-555. Frank is also an amazing parent. Have a good day. Love you guys. And another text reads, 100% crying with Maurie. Go Frank!
Right?
So that's great. That's wonderful. We love you, Damnit Maurie. We love you, Frank. And everyone,
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride,
Yeah.
of course.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Podcast.
Damn Maury. What?
Apparently, it's too hot for me to go to my dad's pool. I wanted to go to the pool, and he said it's too hot to go in the pool.
But why?
pool's
Why
meant to-
why did he say it was too hot though?
Because I wanted to come, like, hey, it's supposed to be a gorgeous weekend. Can I come
but
over
what was
for
his
a dip?
reasoning for saying that it was too hot?
You shouldn't come over. It's way too hot to go in the pool.
But
were
did you
his
ask what
words.
that means?
I did. He said, you know what? It's just too hot.
But what does that mean? It's too hot to go in the pool.
I don't know. He just
Oh.
said you shouldn't come over.
Can
It's
I-
too hot.
Can I throw something out there? No
Sure.
offense, but maybe he doesn't want,
Doesn't
you,
want
there.
you there.
We had such an amazing moment not too long ago.
Yeah, you did the whole thing with the pride flag and everything else.
What, and that's it?
And that's
No, it was beautiful.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you get to use the pool whenever you want.
I thought it's like carte blanche now.
No.
Maybe Frank, maybe this is the weekend,
No.
right? Because it's supposed to be stupid hot.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the weekend that Frank and your stepmom, Donna, want to just spend the day just skinny dipping.
No, I think that it's even better than that. I think that it's a completely normal day. They just don't want Maury there.
Oh, true.
You have access to the flagpole in June, not the pool.
They're right beside each other.
No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
got
Doesn't
one
matter.
visit.
Everybody went bonkers over that picture. You and your dad raising the pride flag in the backyard. Right? It was a beautiful moment. It was a gorgeous moment.
Yeah.
But you get the pole, not the pool.
Oh, man. But is there anything better than skinny dipping?
With your dad?
No,
many
in
things.
general.
Many.
That's the only part people are
geez,
gonna hear, right?
Biting my fingernails.
Biting my fingers off.
Biting my fingers off. Thank you. Skinny dipping with your stepmom is better than skinny dipping with your dad. If we're putting together a list, just about everything is above skinny dipping with your dad on that list.
Yeah, you never recover from that.
No. And I don't even.
Especially since every time I do get to swim there,
Yeah.
there's only like 2 towels everyone has to share.
Excuse me.
They only ever bring out like 2 towels.
How many people are swimming?
Like 5?
So 5 people are swimming and y'all have to share 2
2 towels.
Why is that?
They always just bring out 2 and they just sort of fling them over a chair, and it's
Right.
just when it's not being used.
Do they not have more than 2 towels in the house?
One would assume, but those are shower towels. They have 2 pool towels.
Right. And
Well,
also,
why don't you guys bring your own towels?
I always forget.
yeah, but also with towels and stuff like this, right? It's like that takes up a whole load of laundry. You got to
know.
4 or 5 people over, going swimming. That's a whole load of laundry. So, but sharing towels. So if one person gets out and dries off and hangs the towel over the chair, do you have to stay in the pool until that towel is dry enough, or will you come out and use somebody else's wet towel?
I'll use somebody else's wet towel, or I'll just, if it's a
will.
hot day, I mean, what's the rush? I'll just sit in the sun will dry me.
Right. Now, if you and your dad were, I don't think skinny dipping with your dad would be the huge problem, right? That wouldn't be the problem. We're swimming around and
sharing a
everything
towel?
else. No. And it wouldn't even be sharing the towel. It would be to see who got out of the pool first. Right? That's the problem. It's not skinny dipping, right? It's exiting skinny dipping. That's the
And at
that's
that
the
point,
problem.
you're just playing that you're holding out for as long as you can.
Yeah. Do they have stairs or a ladder?
What are those ladder things?
Nobody
looks good playing that.
That's a lot of bounce.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So it is Pride Month. Happy Pride, everybody.
Yes.
Damnit Maurie, who works here on the Roz and Mocha Show,
Come on in, Maury.
during our
My
show,
love.
You'll hear Maury's voice when we play some of the commercials, because Maury reads a lot of the commercials.
You still read a lot of those, huh?
As many as I can do.
Yeah. You like it.
I love it.
And throughout history, you know that those recording sessions that Damnit Maurie has to do usually takes way longer than what a typical session will take.
Yeah, the outtakes are hysterical.
Because Maury will continuously screw up a word or a sentence or a phrase.
Yeah.
And something that should take maybe like 5-10 minutes to record usually takes anywhere between like 30 and 60 minutes.
yeah.
Perfection takes time.
Okay.
Some of the classics, just to get you caught up. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because we have another one.
Oh,
a new
okay,
one.
good.
Okay.
Good.
A microbrewery, microbrewery, Brewery. It's not right.
Wow.
And that time when
Yeah, perfection takes time, more.
the line is while quantities last.
Okay.
That was one, right?
And you'll also enjoy a $5 coupon for a visit in January. While quantities last. 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 Okay. Enjoy the holiday special at Paramount Middle Eastern Restaurants for just $15.99. And you'll also enjoy a $5 coupon for a visit in January. While quantities last. Visit ParamountFineFoods.com.
Still didn't get it.
Still. So the new one
Still didn't get it.
is for Pride Month. So
Oh, the Pride commercial you did.
yeah, so
The
Damnit Maurie,
commercial,
yeah.
the official Pride commercial.
You sounded a bit extra in that commercial.
What's Pride?
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
So here is the latest outtake. Again, these sessions are to last anywhere from like 5, maybe 10 minutes.
Sure.
For Damnit Maurie, anywhere between 30 and 60.
Yeah.
And here's why.
Pride Month is on now, showcasing more than 130 2SBGTL, more than 130 2SBGLTT, more than 132, more than 132, 70 events showcasing more than 130 LST, more than 130 SL, 2SLBT, BTL, 2SLB, 70 events showcasing more than 132 SLGBTQ plus artists. Oh man. Artists, collectives, community committee, community committee, plus artists, community collective, collective community, plus artists, collective community committee. 70 events showcasing more than 132 SLGBTQ plus artists, collectives, community committees. Not bad.
The problem is that they just give you so much to say in a very short period of time to say it.
And the way they string the words together.
Well, like, that's English is what that's called. But I think we're dealing with a volume problem here, right? Like,
Also for more your words problem.
yeah, like they want you to put a gallon of water in a teacup, right? Like, it's very
Yeah.
difficult to do.
Collective community committee plus artist collective community committee.
All right, hold on. Deepa's here. We got to do this.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Podcast.
We were talking last week about the perfect hamburger. What makes the perfect burger?
Oh, yeah.
For me, it's like just a regular old bun, whether it's a Martin's bun or a Wonder Bread bun or whatever.
Yeah.
I like 2 skinny patties, right? 2 skinnies as opposed to 1 fat. Always love 2 skinnies on a griddle, and then mayo and everything else, lettuce or mac sauce. Then the question came, what's the best way to prepare a hot dog? Because this is where people start fist fights.
Okay.
Is there, first of all, is there a single best way to cook a hot dog? Then we can get into all the other ones.
Okay.
But for you, is there one that we should all agree on?
Cooking, or are we talking about fiexins?
No. We'll get to fiexins in a minute.
Oh, boiled.
Boiled. So
Yeah.
your number 1 is boiled.
Yeah, boiled
okay.
hot dogs.
Maury, your number
I was
1
going to say
is
boiled. That's a traditional way.
boiled.
Yeah.
Okay. So the best way,
I don't
according...
mind it. I don't mind it on a barbecue either.
Okay.
Right? But boiled is preference.
Here's my thing, is that I'm like you guys. I'm almost reversed on this entire list. So according to this list, the number 1 way by far, 75% of people, grilled.
Oh, wow.
Like on a barbecue.
Okay.
Right?
Sure. Yeah,
Which
whatever.
is, yeah, sure, okay. 9% said open flame over a campfire.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay.
6% said boiled.
Really?
3% said steamed.
Okay.
2% microwave.
I do like a microwave hot dog.
I don't know if I've ever had a microwave hot
So
dog.
so this is what you do with a microwave hot dog. You need 3 things.
Okay.
Okay. So you need a hot dog.
Yeah.
You need a bun. You need paper towel.
Oh, then I guess you need 4. Cheese.
Okay. Take the... Stop. Why are you going to insert everything? I was just going to say, why do you always have to insert yourself into...
Don't say that. Don't finish that
I
sentence.
know. We're talking about hot dogs too, right? Also cheese. Okay. So here's what you need.
Okay.
You need a hot dog. Hot dog goes in the bun.
Yes.
Okay. Then you take your paper towel, big square paper towel, lay the hot dog down in the corner of it. Then you roll the hot dog inside the bun in the paper towel, fold it under.
Okay.
That goes in the microwave for like a minute 20. Okay. So you're cooking the bun and the hot dog inside the paper towel. The whole thing steams. So then when you take it out, it's like when you take it out at the ballpark when it comes in that sort of like tinfoily thing.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. It's hot as hell.
And the bun is super soft.
The bun is super soft.
Amazing.
The other way that is we were talking about boiling.
Yeah.
Boil. Do you have like a parboiler, like a steamer that goes on top
Yes,
of it?
we
Okay.
do.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I
so
just put it right in the water.
the bun?
No, the hot dog.
No, yeah, hot dog goes in the water.
Yeah.
Okay, boil those up. Then you take your steamer and you put it over that pot. Throw a couple of buns in that steamer over top of the hot water and cover it.
And then you get the hot dog flavored steam
Yes.
that penetrates the bun.
Yes. Okay. Now we'll talk about fixins.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a definitive number one topping for a hot dog?
Oh, mustard. Absolutely.
Maury?
I was going to say ketchup.
Okay. Mustard is hands down, pants down, the number one definitive
Yes.
topping for a hot dog.
I will also put ketchup and relish.
Oh, you will?
I will also put
Okay.
cheese.
And,
Okay.
and cut up red onion.
Okay.
No, I'm
ketchup
good
was
without.
second on the list.
Yeah.
Followed by onions,
Uh-huh.
relish,
Uh-huh.
chili,
Ooh, good one.
cheese,
But then that's a chili dog right there.
cheese,
Uh-huh.
sauerkraut.
That's Matthew.
I
does
don't
that.
mind sauerkraut.
Really,
Yeah, I
huh?
don't mind it.
It's interesting to me. Mayo.
Yes.
I don't like mayo on a hot dog.
No?
I like mayo on a burger, not on a hot dog.
Yeah.
Bacon.
Bacon bits.
Maybe not. I like bacon on my burger.
Yeah.
I could do without it on a hot dog.
Thank you.
I think it just takes away, it overpowers the flavor of the hot dog.
Jalapenos.
Ooh. Or banana peppers. I could put banana peppers on my hot dog.
And finally, coleslaw was the last thing on the list.
No.
Right?
No.
People are weird. To me, a hot dog is only mustard. That is
Yeah.
the only thing that belongs on a hot dog. But campfire, one of my least favorite ways to cook a hot dog.
Because you have
Never
to
had
sit
it that
there.
way.
on a grill, one of my least ways to cook a hot dog.
Yeah.
I would do a frying pan with some butter before I would ever do a barbecue grill for a hot dog.
I find that when you do the barbecue or the campfire one, you're spending a lot of time, picking off the little black bits and stuff from the
What's
hot
wrong
dog.
with the black bits?
Oh, I don't like the too
Look
crispy.
at Shem right now. Look at Shem right now.
Shem is staring at you hard.
Thank God there's plastic between us right now.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, it's Tom Holland's birthday today.
Oh, Tom Holland is, okay, let me see. How old is Spider-Man? Because I don't even know.
He looks young though, right? Like he's got one of them faces.
Well, he plays like a 16-year-old kid in the Spider-Man movies in the Marvel Universe, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Tom Holland is
Yeah.
You have one of those faces, Roz.
Thank you,
21 today.
Incorrect. Maury.
Oh, I was going to say like 25.
Older or
25,
younger?
25 exactly.
Oh, is he?
Wow.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Amy Schumer is...
Amy Schumer is 36 years old.
Maury.
Oh, 47.
47.
47? No
I'm gonna
way.
take this clip and put it on a loop so she can see it.
Oh, no.
Jeez.
Amy Schumer is not 47.
Amy Schumer is happy 40 today.
Oh, nice.
Alanis Morissette.
Okay.
Now, this is ironic.
Why?
Oh, I didn't think you'd ask me. Okay.
Oh, okay. Alanis Morissette is how old?
43?
Maury.
49.
Yeah, 47. Heidi
the same
Klum. Shush, Maury, shush.
Heidi Klum. It's her birthday today. Isn't
It's
it
weird
ironic?
because Heidi, isn't it? Oh my God, that's so good. And you said that right after Elaine. I get it now.
Get it?
Yeah.
Heidi Klum
Klum is.
See, she's been in the game a long
That's
time.
my thing, right?
But since she was young.
But do you read? That's the problem with models. Models and athletes always screw me up because they've just been in your life for so long. But when you first hear about them, they're like 17 years old.
But do you remember Heidi Klum when you were a kid?
I don't remember much when I was a kid.
Okay.
I don't know the supermodel world without Heidi Klum in it.
Okay.
So I'm going to say Heidi Klum is 52 years old.
Okay, Maury.
Oh, 60.
No.
Oh
Bro.
my
No,
God.
you set
Okay.
me up for failure.
Okay.
No.
If,
Listen,
if Maury
all
is
of Maury's
found,
ages,
bro, if
we
Maury's
got to put online for all them these celebs to
okay.
see.
You set me up,
Stop
you're
it.
like, oh, she's been around.
Stop. Stop. If Maury is found dead tomorrow, it's going to be because Alanis Morissette killed him. If Maury is found dead in pieces tomorrow, it's going to be because Heidi Klum killed him.
Isn't that ironic?
Heidi Klum's 48.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, dead Maury, Alanis Morissette. Dead Maury in pieces, Heidi Klum.
Okay.
Okay. Morgan Freeman. How old is good old Morgan Freeman? And please, gentlemen, answer in the way Morgan Freeman would answer if you asked him
I would like it if
how
you
old
would
he was.
wish me a happy birthday
if
today,
it was
Roz.
me you was
Well, no,
asking,
I mean, it's my
the
birthday
real
right over
Morgan
here. I don't know
Freeman.
Okay, this sounds like. Okay, this sounds like two John Waynes. Okay, Morgan Freeman.
What's a John Wayne?
Okay, sorry.
Isn't it ironic?
Good answer.
Okay.
Okay, so please, gentlemen,
Morgan
if
Freeman is 82 years old.
I'm going to hurt you for saying I'm 82. I am a fabulous 73 years old.
you think that's Morgan Freeman, do Morgan Freeman again.
Well, I'm 73 years old.
What word, is there a word or a phrase that gets you into the mindset of Morgan Freeman, something that he said famously? Like, is there a line from the movie that you can just think of in your head and go, oh, yes, right, that's Morgan Freeman?
No.
What if you just say the name Andy Dufresne?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Andy Dufresne.
There you go. Now, how
wait,
old?
no, that's a little Forrest Gumpish.
Okay, yeah.
Let me see.
It's tough.
Andy Dufresne thinks it's my birthday. He's right. I am 80. What did I say? 83 years old.
Okay. Maury Sherman.
Thanks for making me wait, Andy Dufresne.
You guys are both you guys are both doing Morgan Gump, right? Like, you start off a little Morgan Freeman, and then you transition quickly into Forrest Gump.
Okay.
Morgan Freeman, by the way, is
I am
83
2
4
years old. Isn't it ironic?
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is,
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Samita joins us on FML. What's going on with you today?
I'm in the middle of a trial separation from my husband and found someone on Tinder, but my husband wants me back.
So you wrote us this, Roz and Mocha, nothing is legal yet. You just moved out of the house 3 months ago. You are in Ottawa and you share 2 boys, but you are the happiest you've been in 18 years. However, now your ex wants you to move back and you are not ready, you say. I need more time. Plus, to pass the time, I created a Tinder account 2 months ago and ended up finding a guy. We have a no strings attached thing and my sex life has never been better. Woo! What do I do? Am I supposed to be feeling guilty or get back together with my husband? What were the rules for the separation?
There were no rules, actually. I was really mentally and physically and emotionally really dragged and drained out, and that's the only reason I got out of home. And I'm happy now. I've got myself a job. I have a place to live. We share the boys, and it's fun now. I like it.
Okay. So normally with a trial separation, the healthy ones, the ones that you hope are going to work, is you set some sort of, like, not rules to them, but you guys have to get together and come up with a time frame. Come up with whether you are still going to go to continue therapy with each other during the separation. Come up with what's going to happen financially. What are you going to do with the kids? How long is this thing going to last? What you each as individuals need to work on in order to make the marriage work. It doesn't sound like this happened with you. It sounded like you were just done and you dipped, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So are you happier now? You're happier, right? You said that.
I am happier now because I have my peace of mind. I've been able to make new friends. I'm back in connection with my family back home, and my kids are happy because they don't have to see us bickering all the time.
So why can't that be the way you live your life? If that's how, like, is that what you want?
That's what I want, but my problem is that he's going to move back now, and he will be taking one of my child with him.
One?
And I will have one, yeah.
How does that even work?
Boys.
How does that work?
Yeah. So he's not ready to leave both with me.
But that's not fair.
Hold on here.
That's not fair to them.
I've never heard of this before. I've never heard of a couple splitting up and you split the kids while you do it.
And Roz and Mocha, his way to get me back is live the same way that you're living now in the new house. I can rent his basement out, live with him there, Okay, but it'll at least be that the kids are not separated. They're all together.
He would be okay with you bringing like your Tinder dates home and everything?
Oh, no, he doesn't know about that.
This is a control play. Everything
Absolutely.
he's doing is manipulative and controlling. And even the idea that he's saying, well, if you're not going to have me back, I'm going to take one of our children is cruel and unusual. And I think that you need to, first and foremost, do not separate the kids. And what you need to do now is you need to take this, what you described as a trial separation, and make it a legal separation, which means that you have to involve other people in your situation right now. You need to get legal help. You need to do all of that stuff. And before any decisions are made on splitting up your kids, you need to sit down and talk with somebody who's going to be able to be the go-between between the two of you. And you guys can start the fast track to dissolving the marriage and coming up with an appropriate custody agreement and all the financials that come along with it. You decided to leave because for your own mental health and well-being, and you did, and you're thriving is what it sounds like. And he's miserable and realizes how much of a crap husband he was when you were living there. And now he has no other play other than saying, if you don't come back to me, I'm going to make your life hell.
Actually, Ross, he doesn't need me, because what he finds difficult is the cooking, the cleaning, the changing the diapers, doing the laundry.
Oh,
so I told him,
God.
what? Actually, don't need a wife. You need to go get a maid. But then for some reason, I feel I'm not splitting. My guilt factor is coming a little down when I think of it. I've been sobbing for days now.
Okay, so just in case there's the chance that he's listening, how much better is your sex life now than what it was when you were with your husband?
Oh my God! In really, do you want me to explain it? It's been awesome. Can you feel it now when I say it?
You sound like a woman who just got her life back.
Yeah.
I am so happy. I have never had somebody ever.
Wow.
Ever.
Damn, girl.
Good for you. Good for
Samita
you.
found that groove back.
And sometimes you find this stuff out. You don't even know that this existed while you were with your husband, right?
Oh my God, did I ever know that having sex is going to be so much fun? A big capital N-O.
Big capital N-O. Good for you. Good for you.
But yeah, whenever we meet, oh my God, guys, I love it. I've never craved for sex as much as I do now. I honestly do.
Girl, listen,
you are an inspiration.
Samita, you were trying.
You are an inspiration.
Listen, and you're actually contemplating giving up this life? Girl.
I don't have it, but I feel bad for my boys. Don't make me cry now, you guys.
No, you know what you're doing right now? You're doing the best thing for your boys right now. You locked in a basement. You locked in a basement doing your ex-husband's laundry is the worst thing for your boys.
Mm-hmm.
I know. So I'm not doing anything bad, right? I'm not a bad mother,
You are
right?
not a bad mother. You are
Absolutely
a great mother.
not.
If you don't take care of you can't take care of them.
That's exactly why I moved out of home, and now I'm so happy because my boys are happy when they're with me.
Yes.
They're happy when they're with him because he's an excellent dad. I will give him that.
And then every now and then that other gentleman comes over and takes care of you as well.
Oh, my God. Don't remind me of that. Why are you reminding me? I go to bed screaming about it.
As soon as Samita gets off of the phone with us, she's texting that dude right away.
Oh, don't ask me that. I love my life now.
you're
I've
the
never
best.
been so not here in my 42 years of my life.
Good for you.
My
Good for you.
God.
You are an inspiration.
I love you guys, and
We
I
love
feel
you
so
too.
much. I feel so much better talking to you. I'm so excited. I'm not showing my excitement to you guys, but I'm trying to tone my voice down.
Sure.
But if you give me an option, I'll yell. Now I'm so happy to talk to you guys.
You're probably still a little hoarse from that last time, huh?
Oh my God, that was some time back. I'm getting some next week. Okay, I'll let you know how it is.
Okay, good for you. Good for you.
Thank you, Samita. You know we love you lots.
We love you too. Thank you, guys.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Hello, this is the Roz and Mocha Show. What is your name?
Oh my God, it's Anna.
Oh my God, what's up, Anna?
Not much. How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm okay.
Wait a minute. Stop.
What?
Is this Anna, like Anna from back in the day?
That's it. It's
Oh
me.
my God. Yo, Roz, you remember Anna?
No.
Anna, when we first started this show, almost 12 years ago, Anna used to call us every single day. I remember I met you one time at a car dealership when I was there for the radio station.
Yeah.
And at the time you were with a guy named Joe. I know you have a son. I don't know if you're
Yeah.
still with Joe or not.
No, we broke up like 5 years ago.
Oh, sorry.
That's crazy. How do you remember all of this stuff?
You got a new man now? Or are you just
No,
riding solo?
No, I'm riding solo.
How's your kid?
He's good. He's 26 now.
26? Oh, my God.
I know, right?
Wow, that's crazy.
Roz, I can't believe you don't remember me. I'm really shocked.
Are you, though?
Yes, I am. I am.
You have a very distinct voice, Anna. That's how I remember you.
Thank you.
Like, here's the thing, is that you sound familiar to me, right? Like, you sound like somebody that I've talked to before. I just don't remember
I used
anything.
to drive a coffee truck.
He doesn't remember.
I don't remember.
That's old age. That's old age hitting his brain.
Oh, stop it. Don't call in and then insult me.
Well, Mocha's my favorite right now because you don't remember me.
Yeah, okay. So what's going on with you then?
Not much. Went through a little bit, but it's okay. My mom passed away 2.5 years ago.
Oh,
Sorry about
girl,
that.
sorry to hear that.
I had 3 heart attacks 2 years ago.
Oh, my God.
What? You did? Are you serious?
Yeah, it was bad.
From what?
Smoking,
Stress.
I bet. Oh, was it stress?
Smoking and stress. Yeah, my mom passed away in my arms, so that really hit me hard.
Yeah.
72-hour watch in a hospital. But I'm good now. I'm
Now,
good.
when you had 3 heart attacks, how far in between each heart attack was there?
Within 6 hours. I had one at work, a mild one at work, and then 2 massive ones at the hospital, and I got 3 stents put in.
Wow. Jeez. So when's the last time you called us then?
Oh, my God.
Years.
About 5 years ago, me and Joe broke up, and then Roz was like, "Oh, you only call us when you break up with somebody."
Oh, yeah, sounds like something I'd say.
He remembers that.
That sounds like something. That sounds like something I'd say.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So who'd you break up with now then?
No, nobody. I've been with nobody. It's been nice. It's been beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just taking care of you.
That's it.
That's all you
God.
can
I'm
do.
in construction now.
What are you doing in construction?
I'm a flagger.
What's that mean?
I stop traffic. I direct traffic.
Oh, yeah. I got pissed off at one of those guys last
Here
week.
Here we go, Anna.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Okay. So here's the thing is that I drive through a construction zone every single day on my way home from this show.
Uh-huh.
Okay? And the guy who is working the pole, right? Shut up. Okay, not the guy working the pole.
No, you said it. It's already out there in the universe.
The guy who has the pole that has
Yes,
slow on one
stop.
side and stop on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't seem like he's into that job. It seems like he's being forced to do that job. Okay. And I start rolling through, right? And he starts like yelling at me and pointing at me, and he's pointing all over the place. And I don't know what the guy's doing, right? I have no idea what he's doing. And he starts pointing at his sign. Okay.
And the sign says?
The sign was exactly like on the angle that you can't see anything. It just looked like he was holding a stick.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't flipped to slow and it wasn't flipped to stop. It was in between.
Okay, so his fault, not yours.
It looked like he was yelling at me while holding a spear. Is what it looked like, right?
Yeah.
And he's pointing at me and then pointing at the sign, and I can't see the sign and nobody else can see the sign, and everything is crazy, right? Then he looks over and he realizes what he has done. He realizes that nobody going either way can see what he's telling us to do, right? So then he turns it. So I'm now looking at slow, and the people on the other side of the street are looking at stop, right?
Yeah.
And then he starts whipping his arm around in a giant circle, waving me through, right?
Yeah.
And as I drive by, he just looks at me and goes, "Jesus Christ, man!"
To you?
Yeah. Yeah, like it's all my fault.
Yeah.
It's all my fault. That means and I know what this problem was too.
What?
That guy was probably like my age, 40 plus, right?
You don't even remember
40,
your age.
40 plus. 40 plus. That job holding the sign, that's a job for somebody under 26 years old. As soon as you get past 26 years old, you stop caring about the sign work.
No. You know what it is? When you see a guy doing it, it's mostly because they don't have a flag person, and they're taking him away from his actual job.
Well, I would
That's
fire
why
that
he's
guy's ass
pissed.
right there, because if you can't do the stop sign, you don't get to do the concrete.
So why don't you call the company and tell them?
I would like, come on,
Complain.
man. You think I'm going to do that?
No, you just complain on
Why
the radio.
not?
I just complain now.
I love my job, and
anyway.
I'm 48, so
You're 48, working
I'm
the pole.
48. I'm working the pole at 48,
Good
boys.
for
Yes,
you.
I am.
Good for you.
Well, Anna, it was so wonderful catching up with you again. Thank you
Same
for
here.
your continued support. We're glad that you're A-okay now and that things are getting better. And you sound extremely happy, so that makes us happy.
Thank you, guys. You guys have a great day.
I don't think you sound. I think you sound okay happy. I didn't get extremely. I didn't get extremely happy from this conversation.
Love you, Anna.
Love you too, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Let me read to you this nightmare of a wedding story. Somebody posted this on Reddit in the wedding shaming subreddit.
Wedding shaming?
Yeah. Listen to this, okay?
There's a whole world out there that I don't know about.
I'm not personally involved with this wedding nightmare, but I've heard all the gory details from the groom's mother.
Oh, that's never good. That's not a good source.
So the story goes like this. Bride chooses sister-in-law as her maid of honor. She expects her sister-in-law to bankroll a 3-day boozy bachelorette party. Sister-in-law can't afford that, so mother of the groom pays for the weekend, and she isn't invited at all, but the mother of the bride is. Mother of the groom isn't just paying for the bachelorette party, she also booked the church venue, paid for the venue, and paid for the other assorted items, more than $10,000 already. Bride's parents haven't paid for anything, and no one has said thank you to the mother of the groom. It gets worse. 200 people RSVP'd. Wedding is a week out at this point. While at the boozy bachelorette party or weekend, the bride calls the mother of the groom and asks if she can pick up the food on the day of the wedding. Mother of the groom asks where she's picking it up from and what it is. It's 200 chicken tenders. That's it. That's all the food that they've ordered for the wedding. 200 individual chicken tenders.
So everybody at the wedding gets a chicken tender?
For 200 people.
Like, do they just hand it to you when you walk in the door?
I guess. And there's an open bar and there's a wedding cake. Again, the mother of the groom is spending her money on all of this.
How would you even serve that? Like, would you put it on a plate?
I would assume on a napkin.
Maybe.
Like you have like cocktail hour where like the servers come out
You
with little
certainly
trays.
can't have a waiter bring that to the table.
No, not at all. Not at all. Serve it on what? Like a teacup saucer or something?
I don't know what you would do. In a shot glass, maybe. Just stick it out.
Mother of the groom is beside herself, starts calling around to catering companies to see if they can get anything that resembles a meal in time. One company actually pulls through. The bride asks if she can see the menu before mother of the groom orders anything. And doesn't even say thank you.
Yeah, that's weddings can get out of control, and there's so much expectations on so many people, and then when people stop saying thank you for things, Maury.
Would there be like individual plum sauce stations?
Well, no, see, this is my thing: is that would they even give you a dip if you walked into a wedding and the meal was one individual chicken finger per person? Would they even bother with a dip?
I think you would. I think it's rude not to offer.
No, but would you get your
so?
own? Would you get your own plum sauce, or would there be stations?
No, I don't even know
No,
how
I
they.
think it would be okay. I think you walk in, right?
Yeah.
And there's open bar, whatever. When it comes time to eat, maybe not everybody sits down at like your traditional table where you get plates and knife and fork, all your cutlery and everything.
Yeah.
It's people walking around with trays, and you get your chicken finger, and on the tray is one dipping.
It cannot be that, because what is to stop somebody from then just taking two? These have to be delivered individually to the person.
Neither of you thought that they were cutting them in half.
No. You can't serve somebody half a chicken finger at a wedding, Maury.
That's not fancy.
Okay, jeez, man. No, I think that you would have to serve them individually. That is the only solution to make sure that everybody gets one. I imagine what happened was each table probably had one tiny thing of plum sauce that you gave it one dip and just passed it to the person on your left.
Communal.
Yeah.
You're going to hope for vegetarians so that maybe you can get a second.
What was the veggie meal? I wonder.
The breading?
Or do they put like a thin strip of plum sauce on the chicken finger?
Like drizzle it.
Yeah, that they give to you.
Nobody would serve that like that, though, because I don't like plum sauce.
Oh, yeah, true.
Right?
True.
I wouldn't even eat mine.
Right, with or without.
Yeah, you have to have the option. Maybe that's the veggie option then. It's with or without plum sauce.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
If your name is Karen, I feel bad for you.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, have for a while now, huh?
Yeah. But your name, Karen, is so unpopular that the amount of people naming their kids Karen has dropped drastically. And the name Karen, according to new data from the Social Security Administration, shows that it's less popular now than it's been in almost a century.
Yeah.
Only 325 babies named Karen were born in the U.S. last year.
How many?
325.
That's it.
Making it the 831st most popular name for a girl. The last time it ranked that low was back in 1927.
Really? That's back when everybody was named Wilhelmina.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you had elaborate names.
The name Karen
Nobody went with a 2-syllable name.
peaked in popularity in 1965 when it was almost the third most popular name for a girl.
Yeah.
And in 1965, America got almost 33,000 new Karens. So that means a lot of those Karens are like in their late 50s.
I grew up with so many Karens.
Did you really?
Oh, my
Small
God.
town, yeah.
I knew so many Karens. I grew up with a ton of Karens, a ton of Kims, a ton of Nicoles, handful of Bonnies.
I only knew one Bonnie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Handful of Bonnies. One Darla.
I've never known a Darla.
No? Yeah. One Darla and a lot of Tammys. Oh, so many Tammys.
You know any Tammys? I knew one Tammy.
So
Went
many.
to elementary school at one Tammy.
Yeah, so many Tammys, but a lot of Kims. Like a lot
Really?
of Kims. Yeah. Like even back in my high school was like The Bachelor. Like there was so many Kims that they were never known as just Kim. It was always Kim and their last name. When anybody
Kim A or Kim S.
Yeah. Like
Kim V.
that was it, right?
Really?
And then somebody one year would be like, "Call me Kimmy," and you'd be like, "No."
Shut up, Kim A.
Shut up. Yeah. But yeah,
We've all known you as Kim A all these years.
Yeah.
You can't go around changing it now.
No. Also, don't even think about going with Kimberly. Okay? You are not a Kimberly.
So there you go.
No
the
more
name
Karens.
Karen is dropping in popularity. Only 325 Karens.
And you have to think,
were
too,
named last year.
the way
in
that the
US.
generations work now is that you have Gen Z is so sort of in the face of all this with social media, and they see all the Karen stuff, and they're still young. So by the time even they start having kids, none of them are going to name their kid Karen. Like this is going to drop. We're going to need at least 3 generations before the resurgence of Karens.
They'll be like, what was that Karen thing from back in the day?
Yeah.
Nothing. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is.
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hi, Rachel. It's Roz and Mocha.
Hello, how are you?
Doing good. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
A little bit stressed, huh?
Yes.
What's going on?
Yes. My husband has been secretly drinking a lot and has a private credit card for all his booze.
Ooh, wow. Yeah, Eeyore says, hey, Roz and Mocha, fix my life. You just had a baby 6 months ago and found out your husband has been secretly drinking and hiding bottles of liquor in the garage. Because their love life isn't the greatest, you never get close enough to smell it on him. Then I found out that he's also been lying about his finances and had a secret credit card that he racked up. When I found out and asked to see the statements, there were a ton of liquor store transactions. Not sure what to do. I am currently on maternity leave and out of a job because I lost it due to COVID. I love him, but I don't know if I'm in love with him anymore.
Whoa.
Yes.
So, how long has this been a problem for?
A lot of things. Well, that's the thing. He lies a lot.
Addicts
A lot.
lie. That's what happens. We say that all the time on this show.
Yes, and I don't trust him anymore, and I want to believe him, but it's just too hard because everything out of his mouth is a lie.
Yep.
I found out a lot of stuff about his life last year, super personal. I wish I could explain more, but I can't.
Yeah.
So it's just escalated from there, and I don't know what to do anymore, and I feel like I'm trapped in a relationship that I feel like I don't know him anymore.
So I'm sure he feels trapped too.
Yes, because I feel like he's scared to tell me things.
Yeah.
Does he talk to you about things? Like, have you asked him specifically, or have you asked even just to try to talk to him to see if he would open up? Is there like a chance that this guy's depressed?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I've tried so many times to sit there, and I've watched him lie right to my face. I've caught him in lies, and he says he doesn't know why he does it. He just does it because he's scared of what I'm going to say or do. But I don't know why men lie, because it just makes it worse.
It's not men. It's addicts, right?
Yeah.
Because you go to any recovery group or talk to anybody who's been through any sort of recovery, and the one thing that ties all addicts together is all addicts lie, whether you're a man or a woman. Whether you're 65 or you're 16. That's just the reality of the situation. So he needs help, right? And that's the hard part, because his drinking right now is, I'm sure he thinks that it's his problem, and he doesn't yet recognize that it's a family problem. And as long as he can sort of manage and self-medicate and hide it and still, in his mind, fulfill his duties as a husband and a father, then it's not a problem. You know, the person who's doing the drinking, you know, they're the last to realize that it's a problem. But nobody is in his position. You know, nobody does it because it feels good. Right? Nobody has a secret credit card and loads up on alcohol and hides it in the garage because they're in a good place, right?
Yeah.
He's not partying without you. He just needs help.
Yeah. Rachel, is he drunk like during the day and stuff when he's around you,
No,
when he's
no,
around
no,
your
no,
child? No? Okay.
No, he's not. Because, like, I have a friend who is an alcoholic, and I don't think my husband's an alcoholic. I think my husband is drinking to cope with his depression right now, and I think it's escalated in the last year ever since I did find out things I found out.
Right. So, okay, there's fine lines, and you can say, I know somebody who's no two alcoholics look the same. No two two people with substance abuse problems look the same. He needs help, and you have to decide whether you want to be around to help him. And you don't have to. You know, you can leave. And you can leave temporarily. You can leave permanently. I know nobody likes an ultimatum, and oftentimes they don't work out the way that you think they're going to. But you walking away, even temporarily, for your own sort of safety and well-being because you got a little kid, is not an ultimatum. What you're doing is you're removing yourself from his problem that affects you. And you can do that. And, you know, then you don't have to check up on it because you don't want to be the police in the house. That's what winds up happening when somebody's living with an addict is you wind up being a cop and a detective, and you're no longer a wife, and he's no longer your husband. You're like his ward, right? And nobody wants to be in that position. Have you talked to him about getting help? Does he think that he needs help?
I don't think he needs help. I think, I don't know, he started talking to a therapist. We both started talking to therapists, but I feel like it doesn't,
Sorry, Rachel, you said you don't think he needs help, or you don't think that he thinks he needs help?
I don't think he thinks he needs help.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I don't know if this is so much about the drinking as the drinking is an excuse, right? It's
exactly.
You know, unfortunately for a lot of people, you know, it's a distraction, and it's the distraction from the thing that hurts the most. And you guys need to figure out what that thing is. And that's what I think that he probably needs recovery with and what he needs help with. Maybe not so much the actual drinking, because the drinking is a side effect of something else.
Yes, I feel like it's way deeper than just the drinking.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot that's going on in his life, and especially right now with me wanting to leave him, and he's scared.
Yeah, I know he needs help, and you gotta and going to see the was a psychologist. Is that what you guys were going to? Psychotherapist.
We both had separate therapists.
Yeah,
I had more of it to cope with everything that I found out, and just kind of like keep me on track.
Maybe you need to do this together.
Yeah.
Maybe go.
I feel like I'm so angry right now that if I go to
are.
therapy with him, it's like I have so much anger inside of me. I don't know what I would do. You know?
Yeah. Well, then
that's part of therapy, though. Getting it all out there, right?
That ain't easy. It ain't
easy. Yeah, true.
Yeah,
true.
But if you're not in love with them anymore, then you know what to do. But if you still are in love with them, then you know you have to. encourage him to figure out what is going on. And if it doesn't work, you got to remove yourself from the situation.
Yeah, I just don't think I could deal with the lies anymore. He's just, honestly, it's gotten so bad where it's to the point where I'm not in love with him anymore because how can you love someone who's so deceitful, you know?
Yep. Yeah. So maybe walk away for a bit.
Yeah, I think I might.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for everything.
Okay, you're welcome, Rachel. All the best.
All right,
Thank
care.
you. Take care.
Okay.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
I hate Game 7 day.
I knew this was going to happen. I said at the very beginning of the series, this is going to go 7 games. 7 o'clock tonight in Toronto, Scotiabank Arena. And despite Mayor Patrick Brown of Brampton's efforts to get frontline workers access to watch the game, it's not happening.
No.
Unfortunately. But everyone's going to be checking it out. 7 o'clock tonight, Game 7, baby.
I hate it. I hate it.
I know.
I hate it.
I know.
I hate it.
So is your day now planned around
I don't even
game?
know if I'm going to watch, to be honest with you.
Why not?
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
I don't know. Yeah,
What are you gonna watch?
I don't know. I may just watch.
Nothing's
I
on
may
on a
just watch
Monday.
a movie and follow along on Twitter.
Really?
They seem to be doing well when I did that the last time. So not that I think that I have any influence, whatever, but I don't know. I was so stressed out on Saturday, right? Like I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah, I know. Same.
It might not be for me anymore. I think I'm a new person during COVID where I can't deal with this anymore.
I hate to admit, but we didn't watch all of Game 6 on Saturday.
Yeah.
Because it was nerve-wracking. So I turned it off at around like middle of the second period.
Yeah.
And then started following along on Twitter, and we started watching Cruella.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
On
What'd you
Disney
think?
Plus. Dude, that movie's so awesome.
It's so awesome, right?
It is amazing.
Yeah, it's
well
so
worth
good.
my $34.99.
So good.
That I paid.
So good. Is that how much it was? $34.99?
Yeah.
Huh? Woo!
So we watched that, but I was following along on Twitter.
Yeah.
And refreshing every couple of seconds.
Yeah.
And like the tweets were going bonkers. And then I saw, like, for a split second, I was like, okay, it was overtime. Maybe I should tune in.
Yeah.
I was like, nope, my life is good right now. I don't want to ruin the night.
Yeah.
Because I had a feeling.
Yeah.
I had a bad feeling.
There's a lot of people who are around sort of like my age, where you remember that sort of 93 Leafs, Gilmore, that whole thing with LA and Gretzky and McSorley and all this stuff. So that was the closest we've come in our lifetimes, really. And then ever since then, it's been just disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. And this year, other years have not felt like the year. Even that year they blew it against, nothing felt like the year. And when I say the year, I don't mean the year they could win the whole thing. I mean the year where you could put your guard down a little bit as a Leafs fan.
Yeah.
Right? This really did feel like the year. They're playing in the North. You got Montreal, for God's sake. So I let my guard down. And I'm really pissed at myself that I let my guard down.
So maybe tonight guards are up.
No, I'm not even going to watch. I really don't think I'm going to watch. Yeah, I'm going to follow along on Twitter. Y'all can tell me how they do at the end. It's not for me anymore.
No one's going to have to tell you. You'll find out.
I know. I just don't think it's for me anymore. I listen, at the beginning of overtime, okay? At the beginning of overtime, I went to the fridge. I grabbed a can of cider, cracked it open, had a couple of sips. I just sit on the couch and I put my baseball hat forward and then backward and then forward and then backward and then forward and then backward. And then I scratch my head because I get sweaty and then forward and backward and then forward and then backward. And as soon as Montreal scored, I didn't even finish my drink.
Oh, no.
I went to the fridge. I opened the fridge. I put the open can on the middle shelf and I just went to bed.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
nothing. I was done. So I don't even know if I'm going to watch tonight. Rox and I started watching Maze Runner last night. I think I'm going to finish that off tonight.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I might do Maze Runner instead of a Game 7. Can you believe that? Thanks.
What year was that from?
I don't know.
2015 or
yeah,
something?
something like that.
God,
Earlier. That's my night tonight. I'm going to do Maze Runner.
Anyway, go Leafs go and go Maze Runner go.
Thank you.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I read something really nice on Reddit in the Vancouver subreddit. And this was posted by Sherry Gerlove. And the title reads, or the subject of the post reads, "Thank you for not laughing at me while I was trying to learn how to ride a bike."
Oh.
And in it, Sherry writes, this happened around late afternoon by the bike seawall path in Yaletown. I fell in front of a person roller skating, and they stopped to ask me if I was okay, even though I almost hit them. And thank you to the older ladies who could have laughed at me while I fell into a bush. I demolished that poor bush, by the way. It's embarrassing that I'm an adult who can't ride a bike. I never really had the chance to and was, quote, too old to get myself to learn. I really appreciate everyone who saw me and didn't yell at me or direct jokes at me for not knowing how to ride a bike. Kindness goes a long way.
Yeah.
And all the comments, like, in this post were so nice, dude.
Yeah.
Like, so positive, and other people sharing stories of being adult, not knowing how to do things that we typically learn as kids that we learned later, or that they've learned later in life, or who are learning right now. Like one person said, I'm 32 and I still can't ride a bike. Also currently trying to learn how to skip. I got way into skipping videos on IG over the past year. Coordination isn't my strong point.
Yeah. Wow. Skipping's a weird one. Like, I don't even know if you would know if you don't know how to skip. Like, I'm sure there's people that just go through life never having skipped, but they don't actively think that they don't know how to skip.
But I don't know. Like, I remember in school, like in gym class and stuff, they still hand you a skipping rope, and you would like.
I never once got
I
handed
can't
a
never?
skipping rope.
I can't
no,
skip
and
or hula hoop.
if anybody ever handed me and my friends skipping ropes, we would just whip each other's asses with them.
Oh,
like
wow.
nobody's gonna skip. Maury, what?
I can't hula hoop or skip rope.
But have you tried?
Oh,
or
many
you
times.
like here's my thing: is that are you bad at it, or do you not know how?
I do not know
because I think
how.
there's a difference.
No, I don't know how.
Okay, but why?
Which
but
is odd, because when I was a kid, I used to be able to hula hoop.
Okay,
so maybe
well
I
then
forgot.
Well, no, you just other things happened.
Oh, life, yeah.
And them hips.
Yeah. You need hips, right? Yeah.
Oh, you got a lot of hips, though.
Yeah, you can't have, but you can't have, you have to have some sort of definition in order to hula hoop really well.
True.
Like Maury looks like an empty roll of paper towel, right? Like he's just straight all the way down. Like his shoulders are as wide as his hips are as wide as his thighs are as far as his feet are apart, right?
And wide.
You've thought of this.
With a capital W-I-D-E.
Yeah, no, you need to. Kids can hula hoop way better than adults because with hula hooping, you really need, as an adult, you really need a much larger hula hoop. Like the proportions aren't right. When you're a kid, that hula hoop is huge and it's easy to keep going. Like my kid can hula hoop for an hour without it falling. Yeah.
I remember like growing up, try to hula hoop. Like I still can't do it now. I couldn't do it back then, so I never like paid any attention to it.
Right.
I know how to skip though.
Yeah.
I try to do the you know the way boxers skip, where on a revolution you do like I think it's a heel toe with one foot.
Yeah.
Or I guess it would be both feet, but
Yeah.
you do heel toe. That's how I skip. That's the only way I know how to skip.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's skipping is exhausting. First of all, like skipping is exhausting. Like if you're
It's
really
great cardio, though. I'll tell you that.
Incredible cardio.
Yeah.
But it's so exhausting. But not being able to skip as an adult is an interesting one because I think that that's something that you don't need somebody to teach you. Right? When you're learning how to ride a bike or learning how to swim as an adult, you could really benefit from a buddy, right? Like somebody there with you to sort of help you out, especially swimming. I don't recommend anybody trying to teach themselves how to swim.
Absolutely not.
Right? It's not.
Listen. And to this girl who
And you
posted
only
on
learned
Reddit,
recently.
Sherry, who's like an adult learning how to ride a bike. Good for you. She's out in Vancouver. I only learned as a grown ass man how to swim last summer.
Yeah. Yeah. And so to anybody who's wondering, because I know it's been a while since we talked about this, how did you go through life without having even accidentally learning how to swim?
My parents never signed me up for swimming classes. I never went to camp growing up as a kid.
Like you never had
None
a
of
pool
my
in your
friends-
school, or like you never did it
No.
for gym. You never did it, nothing like
None of
that.
the schools that I went to had a swimming pool. We never did like swimming trips with school. I never
When were
had
you? When,
any
had
friends that had.
Had you ever been in
swimming
it?
pools.
When was the first time you were in a pool?
I mean, like I remember as a kid, like I went to a community center.
Yeah,
But
it was
I
like
hung
hung on
out
the
in-
side kind of thing. Yeah.
Right, I hung out on the side.
But when was the first time you were in a pool? Like actually, like in a pool, like where you were like
I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I would go. And then I had that traumatic experience, which scarred me forever up until
Right.
last year.
Right.
When I was a kid, when I almost drowned in my uncle's pool in
Yeah.
California.
Yeah.
And that's the thing
And
that
you were
like
done after that.
completely stuck in my mind. Yeah. So even like
Interesting.
when I would go, like when my friends and I went to Cancun, right?
Yeah.
Like in the water there, like on the beach.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go anywhere past like if the water came up past my knees.
Yeah.
Would you ever go into a hot tub?
Oh, I've been in a hot tub before.
Gross.
But it's definitely gross.
It's gross. That's not, no. I take my
The
chances in the ocean before I go in a hot tub.
The last time I was in a hot tub
Yeah.
was in Daytona during spring break.
Come on.
Right? I think I was like 21.
Come on.
It was the last time because I saw Band-Aid floating in the water.
Bro.
And then I got out. It was like, never again.
Okay. You know how we make people coming into this country right now quarantine in a hotel, right?
Yeah.
Because of COVID?
Yeah.
We should have always been doing that to anybody who came back from Daytona during spring break. No joke. No
Check
joke.
the box if you've been in a hot tub.
Oh, my God.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Taylor Swift's going to be acting again.
Okay.
So this is
Again?
a big.
What was she in again?
So she was in. She was in Valentine's Day. She had a small part in that movie, and then she was in Cats.
Oh, right.
Right.
And that
yeah.
movie tanked.
Yeah. And Valentine's Day was awful. And as much as I love Taylor Swift was awful in it.
Yeah.
Right. Like she's not she wasn't an actor. They put Taylor Swift in the movie because she was just
Her
like
name is Taylor
She
Swift.
had nothing to do. I shouldn't say she's awful. She had nothing to do, and it was a terrible character with horrid writing. Maury, out you go. I do not want to debate Valentine's Day with you. Thank you. Don't want to date. I don't want to debate Valentine's Day with you. It's an awful movie, and she wasn't that great in it. However, I have full confidence that over the years, Taylor has done the work that is required to be in large movies. This is a David O. Russell movie. She will be starring alongside Christian Bale, Margot Robbie, John David Washington, Rami Malek, and Zoe Saldana.
Whoa, stellar cast.
Big cast.
Yeah, that's
huge
amazing.
cast. And apparently it's already done.
What?
Yeah. They already wrapped production on it.
Do we know anything else about it?
Nothing. Zero plot point.
Wow.
Nothing. All you know is the last movie that David O. Russell did was Joy with Jennifer Lawrence, which I think that she then went on to win the Academy Award for. So this could be, if Taylor crushes it in this, this could be Taylor now transitioning into doing more film. Because everybody thought at the beginning that this thing in Cats was going to be great for her, right? And it just, Cats
Her launch
was,
pad.
yeah, Cats was
Because
just
it wasn't as good as Valentine's Day.
awful. Cats was just awful.
So
She
this-
wasn't the worst. I'm not even going to say she wasn't the worst part of Cats. She was actually a joy to watch in
Well,
Cats.
run off the names of this cast for this movie.
Christian Bale, Margot Robbie, John David Washington, Rami Malek, Zoe Saldana, and then the list goes on. Like it is a massive, massive cast.
Sounds like Cats 2.
It does big, yeah.
you
She only
imagine?
does movies with huge casts. You're right, because the cast of Valentine's Day was a massive cast.
Yeah.
It was one of those movies where it had 25 different stories in it, and then they paired her with Taylor Lautner, who's also not a great actor.
Yeah.
Right? Don't come. I'm going to get killed today. I apologize for everything I've just said. Okay, please, if you clip this and put it on Twitter, just at least put the end where I apologize for everything.
Okay.
And I'm going to walk it all back. She was dynamite in everything she's done. Right? Okay. She can do no wrong. There.
Sorry, not
okay?
sorry.
I walked it all back.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So Cruella is out right now, and Emma Stone's still doing a lot of press for it. She's on Ellen today.
Nice.
And one of the stories with Cruella was Emma Stone going into it had a whole lot of problems because she broke her shoulder.
Oh, no.
Soon before they were supposed to start filming.
Oh, what a bummer.
And the story was that Emma Stone broke her shoulder while partying too hard at a Spice Girls concert.
What?
That's the story. I've heard this before.
Yeah, I haven't.
That's just the story. Like I had assumed that was the case because nobody had said anything different.
She's living that hardcore life, huh?
Yeah. Normally, if somebody says, "Oh, so and so broke their shoulder at a Spice Girls concert and screwed up the beginning of Cruella," like if that's not true, at the time somebody comes out and goes, "Whoa, whoa, 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 that's a little ridiculous." But nobody said anything. So we all just assumed that Emma Stone was partying too hard at a Spice Girls show and broke her shoulder.
Because why would Emma Stone lie to us?
Thank you, but no biggie. So this is Emma Stone on Ellen today.
There's always these fake stories going around. There's a great story about you with the Spice Girls. You have to explain this.
Yeah, well, the story, I've been told that the story is I broke my shoulder in June of 2019, and we were supposed to start filming Cruella like August or maybe even July of 2019. And I broke my shoulder in 2 places. But for some reason, the story became that I broke my shoulder at the Spice Girls concert, that I was on somebody's shoulders and fell and broke my own shoulder. And that's just it's not true.
How does that come up? And first of all, I just want to see you on someone's shoulders at the Spice Girls. Like
I wasn't on anybody's shoulders. I had already broken my shoulder. I couldn't get on anyone else's.
Right.
No, I broke it the night. I was supposed to go to the Spice Girls concert in London, and I did go. But the night before, someone had like a little house party nearby, and I was on. So it was like a waxed floor in this house, and I slipped, and my arm went back behind me. And I broke my shoulder, and then I went to the Spice Girls concert the next day.
Oh,
So you fell.
Yeah, so you fell hard. That was it.
Yeah, but I guess fans, you know how fans are.
They come up with a story.
They see her one day, no sling.
Yeah.
They know that she went to the Spice Girls show, and then all of a sudden sling. So the story becomes, obviously.
Yeah, they make their own timeline.
Obviously, she partied too hard at the Spice Girls show up on somebody's shoulders, which there was also no evidence to support that. Like the whole thing just evolved over time. But no, she fell.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Well, look at that.
Look at that. Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Let's do the news.
A Roz and Mocha Show and Kiss 92.5 News Break.
Kim Kardashian denies that her family got COVID while on that big pandemic birthday trip that they all took.
Oh, right.
So here's Kim Kardashian on the show talking about her side of how the family all wound up with COVID.
So someone at school tested positive and my son was around them. So Saint has COVID and I'm just really worried about him. He was crying and coughing on me and I'm trying to not freak anyone out, but now I have to figure out what we're going to do, especially with the 3 other kids.
Oh, my stomach really hurts.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I'm feeling pretty shitty. North and I kept feeling really sick. We took tests right before I went to bed, and when I woke up in the morning, the test, came back positive. We were supposed to do 12-hour study sessions every single day leading up until the test, and I've just been feeling so sick and so just awful with COVID that I can hardly even get out of bed and study.
My chest is just starting to hurt, and that's starting to scare me.
I registered to take the test, but because I have COVID, every day I'm just going to see how I feel. But this level of exhaustion is different and something that I'm just not used to. So I keep on falling asleep. I really don't want to study. I'm just going to take it day by day.
So is this referring to the baby bar
Yes. So
test?
they had to shut down production on Keeping Up with the Kardashians for 2 weeks. In November. They all went on that controversial big birthday trip late October. So when BuzzFeed pointed this out, Kim replied with false, and then she went on to say, nobody caught COVID from the trip. Saint was the first to have it in our family, and he caught it from school from another student who tested positive first. I then developed symptoms and got it a few days after he coughed on me while caring for him. So she's denying anybody got it from all going onto an airplane and going to a resort, that it was just from one kid at school who got it. So
believable.
Right. Because if you remember when they took that trip, it was very controversial.
Oh, yeah.
Very. And then they
There
had
were
to say
so many people.
There were so many people, right?
Because then they say, well, everybody promised that they wouldn't do anything 2 weeks prior.
Exactly.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Is Diddy trolling or is Diddy shooting his shot?
What do you mean?
So yesterday, Diddy throws up a Throwback Thursday picture, right? And his throwback shot that he posts was one of him from between like 99 and 2001 walking around holding J-Lo's hand.
Oh my God, no. All right, because they dated.
Yes, they did.
I need a girl to ride. Holy.
So is he like J-Lo's back on the market now and hanging out with Ben?
Or did he break up?
I don't know, but why not? You dump whoever you're with for J-Lo. That's the rule in life.
So hold on. So you got J-Lo kicking it with Ben Affleck.
Yes.
Ben Affleck still hung on to the watch that he wore
he
was
did.
dating J-Lo back in the day that he's now wearing again now.
Yes, he did. Yes,
and now
he did.
Diddy is potentially shooting the shot, like putting it out there
So
to the universe.
is he trolling or is he shooting his shot, do you think?
No, I'm going to say he's trolling.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm going to say he's trolling.
Because you remember in 2019, J-Lo posted a shot on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
And Diddy got in the comment section and just simply wrote OMG with the heart eyes emoji, right? Do you remember that
Diddy,
in 2019?
He's still pining
While
for this girl?
she was engaged to A-Rod, right?
I think he's trolling. I think so.
You think
It's
so?
gotta be, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I like to think that he's shooting a shot.
Really?
Personally, yeah. Come on, man. Come on. Why not? Why not?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Liberal MP William Amos once again caught not realizing that his webcam was on. So this is the guy. This is the guy that back in April he got caught nude on the webcam during a parliamentary thingamajig. I don't know what the hell they do. But he wrote in April. He wrote this in his statement after he got caught nude. I made a really unfortunate mistake today, and obviously I'm embarrassed by it. My camera was accidentally left on as I changed into my work clothes after going for a jog. I sincerely apologize to all my colleagues in the House. It was an honest mistake. It won't happen again. So late last night, he goes on Twitter and posts this, saying that the previous day he was virtually in a non-public setting on webcam again during one of those thingamajigs that they all do. I urinated without realizing I was on camera.
What?
I am deeply embarrassed by my actions and the distress that they have caused anybody who witnessed them. He went on to say, while accidental and not visible to the public, this was completely unacceptable and I apologize unreservedly. He also said that he's going to take a temporary leave. He's stepping down for a little while to, quote, seek assistance. Now, is he seeking assistance on how to use tech properly, or is he seeking assistance because he's like a secret freak where he's like
he needs assistance with the freak?
Where these aren't accidents. You know what I mean? Like, this is, we're not even a month away from the last time.
I know. Come on, bro.
I've done 1,000 Zoom calls in the last year and a half.
With zero accidents.
With zero accidents. I've never been caught nude.
So here's my question.
Coming in from a jog. Like I think that if you let it go, I'm half like horrified and worried, but half really excited to see what the third accident would be.
Yeah.
Because we go from straight up nude to like peeing and then like
what's the level up?
What's the level up from that, right?
Okay, so the first time it happened,
yes,
the computer, the laptop was on his desk.
Yes.
And he was changing in his office.
He walked into his office, was changing after a jog, and was fully nude.
So this second time, right?
Yes.
Did he then take his laptop, walk it over with him?
Here's what I think is I think they just think they heard him. I don't think anybody saw
maybe
anything.
he turned the camera off, forgot to mute.
No, here is the
Or he left the desk and the bathroom's right there.
I'll tell you what the problem is. I know exactly what the problem was, is that earbuds are the problem.
Gotcha.
Okay? This is why if I have an important thing to do, I will always wire myself to my computer. Because if I have to get up, I won't accidentally. You're wearing earbuds, right? Say that you're the first person on a Zoom call. You're sitting there waiting. You go up, the kettle goes, you pour yourself a tea, you come back, you sit, one person comes on, you're like, hey, how you doing? And you think to yourself, oh my God, I just had a giant bottle of water and I'm working on a tea right now. Before everybody else gets on here, I should probably go pee. And so you step away from your computer, you walk down the hall, you close the bathroom door. You think you're in private, but you're not, because your earbuds are still in your ear and they can hear
listen and pay attention.
Can hear everything.
Yeah.
Even though what you're listening to is nothing, it's silence, you get a false sense of security with earbuds in your ear. It's crazy. I can almost guarantee that's what happened. Also, as adults, nobody should be offended by accidentally hearing somebody pee on a Zoom call.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody should be
offended
offended by that.
It's not like he announced, hey, everybody, I'm going to go pee. You want to listen?
The idea that this guy may be getting pressure to step down to seek help is wild to me.
It is pretty ridiculous.
He peed, right?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Kate Hudson, Matthew McConaughey, we know we love their films. We know we love them together. But what does Kate Hudson think about Matthew McConaughey's potential run to become the governor of Texas? This is Kate Hudson talking
This is the first time.
Sorry, talking to
Rob Lowe.
This is the first I'm hearing of McConaughey getting into politics. So would I help? I mean, I guess it depends on what kind of platform he's running on. You probably wouldn't get a politician who would care as much. What I love about Matthew is he doesn't really have anything to hide. I mean, the only thing I think anyone's gonna maybe some couple too many tequilas dancing in a bar, how bad can that be?
No, it's great.
No one's more fun on a couple of tequilas. Doesn't mean you can't run a state.
Wow, so
Right?
she's all for it.
Yeah, I'm good.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Julianne Hough, who I'm a huge fan of.
Oh, I love her.
So her niece goes on TikTok and starts spilling family secrets about her niece isn't famous or anything like that, but her niece did a whole series of TikTok talking about all the famous people she knows. And then she brings up the fact that she is Julianne Hough's niece. Also that Julianne Hough had a fling with Leonardo DiCaprio, and then she goes into details.
Excuse me?
Listen to this.
My aunt and uncle are Julianne and Derek Hough. They were on World of Dance, Dancing with the Stars. My aunt has slept with Leonardo DiCaprio. Apparently he's not good in bed though.
Oh no! Why you gotta say that?
Right? Why? What do you get out of it?
Yeah,
that
who
clip.
are you?
That clip. I should note has since been deleted.
Oh.
Julianne's niece insisted that she was not lying off the top of the video, and Page Six was actually able to confirm that
Leo's bad in bed?
That the young woman the girl we heard talking, is in fact related to Julianne and Derek Hough.
Really?
So she is the niece. That's why would you do that? That's just mean.
Yeah.
Right?
To everybody.
Yeah, to everybody involved. I understand you have information. Everybody just wants information.
Still, who
right?
are you to be?
What are you doing? Why would you do that?
But why has nobody come out to say that he's actually good?
Well, because who would do that? Who wants to do that?
To sort of defend him.
Oh, no. Nobody's going to do that now.
I just assume he slept with everybody in Hollywood.
Right?
So.
First of all, I don't think he cares.
No, he don't care.
I don't think anybody should care whether somebody says that. But that's what you decide to sort of make your mark on.
I would care.
On TikTok. You would care?
Oh, hell yes.
You would care what? If somebody said you were not a good lover?
No, if somebody came out and said I was bad, I would care.
What if somebody said that you were a bad kisser?
I would care.
You would.
Absolutely. I would have to go around proving it to everyone.
But how do you prove that? That's my question.
What do you mean proving it to everyone? You go around kissing everyone?
Yeah, this is the thing, is that it's very difficult.
No, I would find somebody else that I have kissed.
Right.
To come forward, maybe do an Insta story video and say, actually, he's really good.
Okay, and how long is... Okay.
Wait. Before you ask your question, right?
Yes.
Why would Maurie, who's married, by the way...
Right.
...say, I would find somebody
else. Right. Instead of... Yes, you're right.
Why not ask your husband?
Well, because I assumed that we were hypothetically speaking about everything.
What do you mean?
Because I am a great kisser.
Okay, but why wouldn't, if somebody came out from your past, from your past came out to say that you were a lousy kisser,
yeah,
why not just go to your husband to say, hey, defend me? Why did you say that you would have to go find somebody else that you would have kissed in the past?
I don't know. My mind didn't immediately go to Matthew.
When you think about kissing, your mind immediately didn't go to Matthew?
It should have.
Yeah, we agree.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad we agree.
Okay, so
no, you just don't want to be married, huh?
Right.
No, I really do.
Oh, either that or he's never kissed Matthew.
Yeah, hold on here.
Oh, I assure you, please do not. He got no sleep this weekend.
Oh, hold on now. Hold on. We might need...
oh, I'm so dead.
We might need proof that they've kissed.
Maury looks so scared.
I'm looking at the clock.
I swear to God, you dialed 3 numbers. Had you hit 4th, I think you would have passed out.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Kevin Bright, one of the producers of Friends and the Friends reunion, is speaking out on behalf of Matthew Perry and a lot of the people who were commenting on his sort of state and demeanor and slurring and whether he was doing okay or not. Had a lot of people concerned. And Kevin says, I talked to Matthew. It was great seeing him again. And what people say is what people say. I don't have anything to say about that except that it was great to see him. And I think he's very funny on the show. But yes, I think he's okay. He seems stronger and better since the last time I saw him and is excited about going forward. So that is from the producer of Friends, Kevin Bright. Also, the director of the Friends reunion, a guy named Ben Winston, said that Matthew Perry thought that he was great. He said that people can sometimes be unkind, and I wish they weren't. I loved working with him. He's brilliant, fun. He's a brilliantly funny man, and I thought he had some great one-liners on the show. I just felt happy and lucky to be in his presence and directing him on something like this. So people on the inside are now sticking up for Matthew Perry.
Did you end up watching
I
the
did,
Friends
yes.
reunion?
Yes.
I watched it.
Yeah.
Jen and I watched it.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. It was a lot better than what I originally thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
And the use of the celebrities was way different than what I
It
thought.
was exactly what we said it was. They were promoting them to get eyes on it, and they had absolutely, yeah, exactly.
I thought it was amazing. Now, it turns out that this Bright guy who made the show,
Kevin Bright,
is also the executive producer of the James Corden show. So that's
Right.
probably why they had him.
Oh,
as
yeah, I
host.
could have done without Corden.
Yeah.
I'm not like his biggest fan. Like, I mean, he doesn't bother me. He just hasn't done anything to make me like offended or anything.
Right.
But I'm just like, whatever. I think they could have done it without James Corden.
Yeah.
I liked it. I really did. And I will say, at the end of it, it made my wife cry.
Yeah. Matt LeBlanc was the star of that, though.
Oh, he really was.
100%.
Oh, my God. Did you see all the,
100%.
on Twitter, like on the weekend, all the memes of
Oh,
him?
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uncle Joey?
Yeah.
They're calling him?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, that one picture of Matt LeBlanc sitting on the couch with his arms
Arms
crossed
crossed?
and his legs out. My favorite reaction was Matt LeBlanc looks like everybody's dad on a Sunday when you got to pop by Nan's for a bit.
Yeah, no, it was good, though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, they did a really good job. It was good.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Cruella star Paul Walter Hauser is hitting back at what he calls cheap shot reviews. What? So he plays Horace in the movie. One of her two friends, and he was talking about some of the cheap shot reviews. He goes, "I think we made a great film. It may not be for everybody, but it does so many more things right than it does wrong." He goes on to say, "If you feel you hated two things, but we did these 5 other things great, then you can't tell people not to see the movie. That's ridiculous. It's like me telling you not to eat at a restaurant because I don't like the toilet paper and the waiter was unattractive. What about the chicken?" So that's his whole take on criticism, because some people are still going at this thinking that they're going to get into a movie where they watch somebody make coats out of dogs, right?
Oh.
And the fact,
I don't know,
and
man.
it's crazy because I loved all the fashion aspects of the Cruella movie, but that seems to be what people are really like not gravitating towards, which is really
But
weird
these
to
people
me.
who wrote the reviews, did they watch the movie?
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
Oh.
but the movie's not for everybody. Like it's just
I don't know. I loved it. I thought
not
it was
for
good.
everybody. But I'm with you. I thought it was really, really great. I loved it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Paddington 2 is no longer the perfect movie it once was on Rotten Tomatoes. So Citizen Kane for a long time had a perfect review history. Okay. Not one negative review. And then somebody found an old negative review from 1941 and then they uploaded it. So that ruined Citizen Kane's perfect score.
No, you know how bad you'd have to hate that movie in order to go and find a negative review from the 40s?
So then what happened was Paddington 2 then became the best reviewed movie of all time, according to Rotten Tomatoes, with a perfect score of 100. Paddington 2 came out in 2017.
Oh, damn.
So now what happened is a guy, movie reviewer named Eddie Harrison from a website called Film Authority, just decided now to do a review from Paddington 2, which came out in 2017, by the way.
Yeah.
And give it a negative review and uploaded it to Rotten Tomatoes, and Rotten Tomatoes accepted it.
Oh, no.
So now Paddington 2 is no longer the most perfect movie on Rotten Tomatoes. Now the new number one highest rated movie of all time is what do you think? Endgame. No. Toy Story 2.
Oh, equally awesome.
Right, equally awesome.
Okay.
So that's now the number one. Anyway.
But that guy must really why now?
Yeah. So also, it should be noted, though, that this guy who gave Paddington 2 a terrible review, I think he gave it 2 out of 5 stars.
Oh, jeez.
Movies that he gave positive reviews to in the past, Ice Age Collision Course and Dumb and Dumber 2.
Oh, you idiot.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah, right?
No.
Thank you.
That's a failure on Rotten Tomatoes part.
Roz and Mocha Q&A.
All right, fellas, get ready. Lots of questions this week. Yo, Jem, what's going on?
Hi, guys. How are you?
Doing great. How are you today?
I'm good. Enjoying the sunshine.
Oh, yeah. All right, so what is your question for everybody?
What is your secret car food?
What
do you mean?
Okay, hold on here. When you say secret car food, do you mean food that you keep secretly in the car or food that you secretly only eat in the car?
Food that you only eat when you're in the car, like the thing you'll kind of grab when you're alone. You can down it while you're in the car and get rid of the evidence before anybody notices.
Gotcha. Wow. What's yours?
Burger King kids meal.
What is your Burger King kids meal? What do you get? What's your order?
Just a burger with fries and a Diet Coke. But then the problem with the Diet Coke is they got a little suspicious with me of, are you sure this is for a kid?
Oh.
So I have to make sure to ask for the Happy Meal toy with it. Otherwise, I'm afraid they'll take it away.
Oh my God.
They don't have laws against
I was just
adults
gonna say,
ordering a kid's
are you allowed? You should be able. But what if you're on your way home to give it to your kid?
Well, so that's just kind of how I try to put that tone in my voice when I'm ordering it.
Yeah.
I might be going to pick up a kid and the drinks for me because I might have juice boxes for them. I don't know. It's possible.
You order like this, right? You order and you're like, yeah, can I get the kids meal with the burger? God, what do they want on it? It's what do they hate? What do they hate? What do they hate? Oh, no ketchup, please. Is it ketchup? Yeah, no ketchup, please. You got to do stuff like that, right?
You know what?
You got to pretend you got a fake kid.
Like you were there.
I think you guys are giving it too much thought.
Yeah.
The person that's taking the order does not care.
You're right. No, you're right. But you
but
are
there,
so.
No, but there were restaurants that if you were not a kid, they would not let you order from the kids menu.
Right. Yes.
12 and under. It said.
I know that, which is weird because I should be able to, because oftentimes if. I like a burger, right? But I also really quite enjoy a side of chicken fingers.
Sure.
But I don't want to order a full chicken finger meal. And so the kid-sized chicken fingers is great. It's 3 little fingers and a tiny little bit of fries that I can supplement my fries with, right?
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
perfect. It's perfect, which is why I do that on Uber. There's a place around the corner where I always get the burger and then I go to the kids meal and I order the chicken finger side for the kids meal, right?
Nice.
It's delicious. It works out great.
Pro tip.
Maury, what is your secret car food?
Oh, okay. So
No, not food. Foods.
Thank
Well,
you.
mine are like burgers and stuff. I just love snacks. So in the glove box, I always have an Aero or a Kit Kat when it's
Doesn't
not
it get
hot
all
out.
melty, though?
No, but in the wintertime, nothing happens to it. So I always just buy a few, put them in there. But I reward myself. Did I do well today? You can have a Kit Kat.
Okay, so what do you do in this? What do you do in the summer months? Oh, God, did I do well today? Did I do well today?
So in the summer, it's when I get gas, then I'll get something and eat it right away on the drive home. And as I'm going down in the underground garage, I will pull over and through my window, just throw out the wrappers in a different P that I park on. So if I park on P3, I'm throwing out stuff on P2.
Wow, you have it all down, huh? Every single possible way to lie to your husband, you've figured out.
Yes. Jem, here's my question about when you get that kids meal from Burger King, right?
Yes.
The smell lingers in the car for quite a while. So are you eating that meal and are all the windows down? Or do you know that you're going to eat that meal and then nobody's getting in your car for quite a few hours?
I'm reasonably confident nobody's getting in the car for a few hours, but I do have to explain why I have all the kids meal toys on the back every so often.
No, you got to get rid of those.
Okay. So
Well, so I wait for them to pile up, and then I drop them into a friend who has kids.
what are you?
Authorizing me.
What are you? Catholic or Jewish?
A little of both,
Okay,
actually.
yeah, you got a lot of guilt. you're living with a lot of guilt. I knew we were talking to either a Jew or a Catholic, so one of the two, but a little bit of both is makes all the sense right now. High five, as Maury said.
Alongside Catholic on my dad.
Yes,
But
exactly.
the time I had fries in the car, I put the air conditioning on number 5. So as you're
Number
eating,
5?
so it's blowing it in your face, so it just gets rid of the smell.
I don't have secret car food.
No, because you don't have secrets.
Yeah, like I don't have. If I feel like having something on my way home, I will
Right.
get that thing.
Right.
But is there one thing you eat when you're only alone? Like
no,
I don't. It might not be secretive, but it's just only a me thing. Like you don't do it around others.
Sometimes you get a coffee on the way home.
But that's not a secret.
That's not a secret. That's just stopping for coffee.
Shush.
Right? Yeah, that's just stopping for coffee.
Yeah, no, you know what, Jem? Honestly, I don't have like anything like that at all.
I don't enjoy eating in the car. And I actually, it angers me when I see Catherine eating in the car because to me it looks like a wasted meal.
Uh-huh.
I don't think anybody can enjoy eating anything while driving.
But sometimes I think for people who do that, it's like it's a quick fix,
I-
right?
I-
It's not
I
for
will wait.
It's not for the enjoyment
No,
of that thing.
I
It's
will
like
wait.
you're
But
craving it, you need it,
No.
or you have no time.
No,
Eat and go.
I will
Cup
wait.
holder fries are the best.
No, I will wait. I will never. I had one time. I stopped at a Tim Hortons and I got a breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
And I got 2 hash browns. And I ate one of the hash browns. That's the extent of what I've eaten while I've been driving.
Oh, wow.
was a single hash brown. And I didn't really enjoy it. I felt like I was just robbing myself of the enjoyment of food by degrading it to eating it while driving behind the wheel. It wasn't for me.
Why didn't you pull over then?
It wasn't for me. Pull over where? And do what? Like
And
I'm a
sit
heroin
there.
addict? Like I'm going to sit on the side of the road? Like I can't wait to get home?
Timmy's breakfast
Right?
sandwich.
Yeah. Like I can't
Oh,
wait.
you're on your way home.
Yeah,
I thought
right?
you had like a long drive or something like that.
No, I mean, it was about 20 minutes, right? But I still waited.
But you've never had fries out of the cup holder?
Nope, never had fries out of the cup
Oh,
holder.
wow.
No, even if I'm the passenger and Catherine stops, like if Roxa's real hungry and they stop at like a drive-through and before we get on the highway, I won't order anything.
Really?
I know, rarely, like a couple of times. Why?
Because you need like a big setup?
Yeah, I just like it. I like to sit. I like to enjoy my food. It's not for me.
What if Catherine packed like a blanket in the car?
And then what?
So then you all like pull over somewhere and then you sit down
Well,
on
that's
a
a
blanket.
picnic.
Exactly.
I like picnics. It's just driving while eating. I
Are
think.
you surprised that car people have never put in
people,
like the makers of cars,
Oh, okay.
have never put in
Car
a
makers,
tray
yeah.
for food in the passenger side, like on an airplane? It just hit me now. Why is there no tray for food?
I don't know. I don't know.
Tell me.
think there
I
is.
don't know. Is there?
Oh, you can get them like third party.
My
Yeah.
old man used to have a car like an Oldsmobile that had something that folded down into the front that you could use.
I think the new Land Rover does that.
Yeah, and it had like the hole in it for your cup.
Huh.
Yeah, it was really weird.
No, I think
don't know.
drivers would take too much advantage of that.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I don't. I don't like to eat while I drive. Catherine will eat a full quarter chicken dinner with with a baked potato
Yeah.
or whatever it is, right? Like with salad, and she'll just stick it on her lap and pull it apart with her fingers because she doesn't like
But
the
then
skin.
doesn't the steering wheel get all greasy?
Yeah, you know how women start
How
to
do you eat
drive,
baked
right?
potato with your hand?
Listen, I don't know, but she'll pull all the skin off on the 401. She'll pull all the skin off with her fingers and like feed it to me, right?
Which you'll gladly have.
Which I'll gladly have the skin off Swiss chalet. And then she'll just eat the rest with her hand, like just pull it apart with her fingers as she's driving. It's wild to me.
Bro.
I can't see anybody. I could never do that. I could never. The idea for me eating a burger while I'm driving is so
Oh,
foreign
I've
to
eaten
me.
a burger while
Have
driving.
you? Really?
Yes,
No.
of course.
Couldn't
I've
do
done
it.
that before.
Because
There's
then
no
when
way.
you get home, you can then have dinner.
Because
my
I don't
God.
know. Jeez, Maury.
I made a big breakfast the other day. Right? Oh, I took a picture. I showed you jabronis.
Oh, with the
right?
eggs and the potatoes and the sausage and
And the steak.
The steak, yeah, that's what it was.
It was steak. It was a full steak, 4 sausages, 1.5 like big potatoes with shallots and everything else, and then 3 eggs.
Yeah.
And I ate that at 11, and I didn't eat for the rest of the day.
You didn't even eat dinner?
Nope.
Did you only make that for
No.
you?
Yeah.
So you thinly cut that steak and presented it really well on the plate, and it was only for you?
Yes.
Why not just eat it like, with fork and knife? You don't have to thinly cut the steak.
Oh, I never eat steak like that. I always thinly cut my steak.
Wow.
Yeah. I only ever thinly cut my steak.
And you only ate that one time?
That was it. That was my meal for the day.
And then you ate the next day?
Yeah. About 11, no, sorry, I shouldn't say that. About 10 o'clock, I went to the fridge and had a mouthful of cold rice.
Oh, wow.
I don't know why.
Slow
right?
down,
yeah,
sir.
Thanks.
Hey, Jem, thanks so much for your question today.
Thanks, guys. It was nice talking with you.
You too.
got
Take
it.
care.
So I made those
Bye.
those eggs I made, right?
Uh-huh.
So my pan isn't big enough to like. I like cooking eggs in a smaller pan, right? Because I don't like it when they go sort of all over the place. Then you got to sort them all out. I'm talking like over easy, sunny side up kind of eggs.
Sure.
And
favorite.
Your favorite, right?
Yeah.
How do you cook them? What's your way of
Sunny
cooking
side
them?
up,
But how do you,
all the time.
But what's your what do you do? So you crack an egg, you throw it in the pan.
Yep. Salt
Okay.
and pepper, and that's it.
And then do you flip it?
Nope.
No, you don't flip
I
it.
do
No.
over hard.
Sometimes, like over the weekend, I
Yeah.
flipped it, but one of them broke because I don't like when I flip. I haven't figured out if there's a secret. If you know how to not have the yolk break when you
Right.
do the flip,
Right.
I've tried to do it. And this over the weekend, I did it very delicately. One of them broke, the other one didn't.
Yeah. So
You're flipping it too early.
Yeah, one, you're flipping it too early. Two, I always throw eggs in on a super blazing hot pan and then turn it down as soon as they go in. So that bottom separates and it gets nice and firm. The bottom gets firm. That way when you throw the spatula underneath it, it's not wobbling all over the place. But what I do is if I have 3 eggs in a small pan, I will cook them to where they're almost cooked underneath. And then I take like a tablespoon of water and I throw the water in the frying pan and then cover it.
Oh.
And then the steam is what cooks the top so you don't have any of that white runny stuff. Right?
And why
then
water? Because with my recipes, it says to do that. And I thought it was just for the sound.
No, it's because you steam it, right? I do the same thing when I make burgers.
Yeah.
So if I have a burger and I put cheese on the burger, as soon as I put cheese on the burger, I squirt a little bit of water on the pan and then cover it for 2 seconds. And that steam melts the cheese, and that's how you get that incredibly gooey, melty cheese. But yeah, so I'll always steam the top of my eggs instead of flipping them, just because it's the same thing, right? It's but yeah, no, that's my trick of doing.
I have an omelet question.
Eggs. An omelet question. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so I was making an omelet over the weekend.
Yes.
And I tried this time putting all the vegetables in first.
Yeah.
To sort of saute them and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, whisked the eggs and poured the eggs in,
Yeah.
assuming it locks in all around the vegetables
Yeah.
and stuff. But when I tried folding it, everything broke apart. So do you not put the vegetables in first and you put the egg in first?
What are you putting the vegetables in there with? What's like
oil.
Oil, okay. Yeah.
And then just like onion, green pepper,
Yeah.
stuff like that, and sort of saute it for a while, garlic.
Right.
And then pour the egg in.
Yeah.
Let it sit for like 2-3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then fold it in half and it broke it all apart.
But do your eggs normally stick to that pan?
It's a nonstick pan.
No, but the nonstick pan doesn't mean things don't stick to it.
Oh no, nothing stick. But when I folded it in half, it just all cracked like it didn't fold properly. Like
How are you folding it over?
with a spatula?
You have too much fixins in there.
Is that what it? Okay.
Yeah,
Too heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd cut down on your fixins
Okay.
a little bit. Also, I always prefer to make an egg in an omelet in a pan that is larger than what I think I would need. So it's thinner, and then again
You have more room to work around.
Yeah, more room to work around. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Yeah. I like omelets, man. I love
When you put
omelets.
cheese in it,
It's like a quesadilla.
Always cheese.
Always cheese.
smoked salmon.
Damn it. Yes.
No, enough with your smoked salmon. Okay, I know you will not have an answer for this, Ross.
Okay.
Zara Pierre asks, coffee with dark chocolate or tea with biscuits? Actually, maybe you'll have an answer.
No.
No, at all. Yeah, I kind of figured. Damn, Maury?
I don't like dark chocolate, so I'll go with the biscuits. I really don't like dark chocolate.
Really?
No,
No, I like a milk chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
You
Yeah.
don't like the bitterness.
I'm tea with biscuits.
Are you really?
Yeah.
There you go.
I do enjoy coffee, but much like you, Maury, I'm not a
Do you
biggest
dunk
fan
your
of.
biscotti?
She's talking about biscuits, not biscotti.
But do you dunk your biscuits in the tea?
It depends on the biscuit, to be honest with you.
Oh, see, with my tea, I like to have a biscotti.
Oh, Angelo says here, did you guys ever play? Did you guys ever play for any team sports when you were younger?
Yes.
I know we've talked about you being forced to play basketball.
Yeah.
In high school, Roz.
I also played a year of hockey too. 2 years of hockey.
How have we never heard this before?
I don't know. I was a small kid. I was a kid who grew up in small town
When did
Ontario.
you play hockey?
Like when every kid did, like grade 6, grade
Oh,
5,
yeah? All right.
something like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it sucked. I was no good.
What do you mean?
I wasn't any good.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're like a kid, though.
What, you just couldn't
You're not
skate?
supposed to be a pro at
No,
that
but
age.
but I grew up with people who were really good at hockey.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
Like really good at hockey.
Uh-huh.
And then you just, even at that age, like they had all been playing since they were 2, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just crazy. And then by the time you get to, 11 or 12, if you're just starting out, you get left behind. Like there's
Too
just,
late?
there's way too late. Way too late.
What position were you playing?
Defense.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And I didn't know the rules. I didn't know. Like I was a hockey fan. Like I watched it on TV and stuff. But when it came to playing, I didn't know the rules. I didn't know where you were supposed to stand, what your job was.
Sure.
And because I was just playing house league, there was no like real, practices or anything like that.
You get the puck, you shoot it.
Yeah, but most
Or you
kids
pass
knew.
it.
Yeah, most kids knew what you were doing, and I wasn't that strong of a skater. Like I took one shot one time, and I fell after I took the shot because my
Aw.
balance was all wonky. Like I was that guy. It just wasn't fun for me.
Yeah.
like at all. Like it wasn't fun. It was dumb. I didn't like it.
Damnit Maurie?
I played hockey for several years.
Yeah.
Our team did very well.
Yeah. How did you do?
Terribly.
Okay.
But I still have all the trophies.
What position did you play?
Defense.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't care.
No.
And I played baseball for a few years. Didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was hockey and baseball.
What position in baseball did you play?
Oh, shortstop.
Shortstop.
Yeah.
And how many years was that?
That's a tough job on the
I
field.
did 2 years of baseball.
Oh, okay.
And I still have the plaque, too, for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does the plaque say?
Oh, it's just like with your team picture, whatever, and the year and what team you were on.
Oh,
kind of
just a
thing.
team photo.
Yeah, yeah. Team
Oh, okay,
photo.
okay.
But it's on like a piece of wood.
Oh, I
it's
played.
varnished.
I played a year of soccer. I was a goalie.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I
wow.
didn't do well at that either.
Oh.
No.
Too many goals? Let in too many goals?
Way too many.
Oh, I did karate at the library.
You did. I
Yeah.
did judo at the Y. Look at this. We're all getting into this now. Yeah.
It's like the Olympics in
I
here.
was, now that I think about it, I was a goddamn athlete.
Wait, hold on, stop. You said you did karate at the library?
Yeah,
That must
because
have been the quietest karate lesson
That's like
ever.
ninja school, right?
No, but it was like one of those summer programs, right? Where you kind of signed up and
You
they
go
did,
to karate at the library?
Yeah, and they sort of closed down a section of the library or whatever. And
What
you could-
section?
Like reference.
And like, what did they do? Like, did they move tables and stuff like that, and like
Yeah,
put
there was
mats down?
And there were mats down, and there was like a what do you call sensei?
Yeah.
And for like an hour or whatever, you would learn some moves and stuff. And
Did
then
you have a gi?
I
Like,
had
did you have a karate
gi.
uniform?
I had a gi and the white belt. I never got past white belt, and then I
Yeah.
turned my karate outfit into pajamas.
The karate outfit is already pajamas, though.
Pretty much, but I slept in it. Like I
Oh.
never went back.
Did
Like,
you
I
use? Did you put the belt on when you slept? That
course
seems
I did.
constricting to me,
And dangerous.
right? Who wants to go to bed with a belt?
You know what? I also took karate
Did you?
as a
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not at the library, the community center.
Yeah.
I did that. And I think my mom, we couldn't afford the gi that
Yeah.
you could buy. So I think my
Damn
mom
shame.
bought like actual pajamas.
Yeah.
Like a
that I
robe?
had to wear.
Yeah.
It was like I think it was like red, and it had like a design on the back that was
Yeah.
black. So I had to wear my karate pajamas to karate class
Yep. I know.
at the community center.
There was a kid, and it was like when I went to judo, there was always a couple of kids whose parents couldn't afford the judo uniform.
Yeah.
And they would just wear track pants and a t-shirt, but they still had their belt around them. Right? Like the judo belt.
Yeah.
So embarrassing. I feel bad for those kids.
I did 2 years of floor hockey.
Floor hockey.
So not even real hockey.
That's like gym. So you did 2 years at gym.
2 years of gym.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I was a high jump champion.
Were you really?
I was.
Oh, of course you
Now
would
that
be.
I remember it. Now
Yeah.
that I remember it. Yeah, I was a high jump champion at track and field meets when I was in junior high.
I was on high jump team or the track team in high school. Wasn't that very good. And I was also on the high jump squad.
You did high school sports, huh?
Yeah.
I never did high school sports.
I tried out. Oh man, I tried out for the basketball team.
Yeah.
I was so crushed when I did make it. But that was 12th grade. I tried out. I was like, this is it. This is my chance.
Senior year.
Yeah. Because I think
Wow.
I had tried out like every year and like didn't get it. And then I
I
was,
was
like,
in
this is
the
my
AV
year.
club.
The AV club. What
And then-
sport is that?
Where you make like videos and stuff.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
What else? So I did floor hockey,
Yeah.
track.
Yeah. So you did gym.
I did gym.
Yeah.
Gym. I
Yeah.
did
Did you
karate.
Trampoline?
No.
Trampoline?
What else did I do?
Who's cool at a trampoline?
I never got into hockey.
Oh, and dodgeball.
Oh, hockey. I wanted to play hockey, but
Yeah.
again, it was one of those sports where it was too expensive.
Yeah, it's very expensive to play hockey. My
So couldn't
God.
afford that. And I think that was it.
Yeah.
I didn't really do too much.
Yeah. Look at us, a couple of three athletes,
My
huh?
favorite thing at gym is when they threw the parachute up in the air and you all sat underneath it.
Bro, they do that. They do that at like toddler gyms.
Yes.
I remember doing that when Cruz was like a year old.
I'll never forget.
Yeah. Maury's like, God, I used to be on a duck, goose team. Maury, you ever play any sports? Musical chairs.
Always a duck, never goose.
Yeah. Tug of war.
Okay, Alexia says here, while scrolling on social media, how often do you want to comment or like a photo or post, but then hesitate because you are worried someone will see and judge you?
Never. Because I don't follow like a lot of nasty things. Like I don't
Yeah.
follow a lot of that stuff. Catherine was flipping through her social the other day on Instagram, and there was a woman that I didn't even think twice about it, but I think she had some sort of top on that was, a little booby.
Uh-huh.
And then she was clicking through, and she's like, oh, liked by Roz Weston.
Oh, shoot.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's sitting beside me on the couch, and I looked at her, and I was honest. I was like, I go, honestly, I just every now and then, like once a day or once every other day, I will just go through a liking spree on my feed.
Yeah.
Because most people who I follow them for a reason, for whatever. And I think it's nice every now and then to do a like. So I
Sure.
will just, if I pick up my phone and I have a couple minutes, I will just hit a like on the first 45 things in my feed. I'll just
Yeah.
scroll like. And I'm showing her my phone, and I'm like, I went on a liking spree. The booby picture is the only other person that you follow. You know what I mean? I'm like, but that's all it was. It had nothing to do with anything else. I just went on a massive liking spree.
I never hesitate. If I like something, I like something. If I feel like
Absolutely.
it deserves a comment, then or I want to
I
comment.
rarely
I will.
comment. I rarely comment on
Yeah,
things.
Maury?
There are some accounts that both Matthew and I follow, and if he's already liked it, then I know that I can, and there won't be any issue.
Right.
Like Hot Dudes with Dogs, because if he's already liked it, he's already seen it. Won't
So
say
he's out there liking hot dudes with dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And he'll
if
get mad
I
at
click
you?
Hot Dudes with Dogs,
Yes.
then it's he'll be like, oh, really?
Oh.
Right?
wow.
So, okay.
So you
it's
can't go in and hit like or comment on something that you know he'll see before he does that thing. Like if he does it first, then it's okay
Then
for
it's
you
okay
to do it.
because he's already
after.
passed it. It won't be an
It's
issue.
weird. So here's my question: when you are in a same-sex relationship, okay, do you ever feel weird or get slighted if you see that Matthew likes a picture of a guy repeatedly, like a same type of guy that is nothing like you? Like, do you not ever think that like his tastes there just don't jive with?
1,000%. I know that I'm not his type.
You're not his type.
Oh,
No.
wow. Damn.
Okay.
Happily ever after.
No, but I know that he loves me, and he says that he'll, like we've been together for so long. I mean,
Yes.
look, everybody has another type. I get it.
What do you mean
Right?
everybody has another type?
Listen to him trying to justify.
What do you mean everybody has another type?
Especially in a gay relationship, like
Yeah.
you're together, you love each other and stuff like that. But who's not gonna love like a shirtless muscle guy? You know what I mean? I totally get it. Like I know that he'll never have that guy, so I'm fine.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
I'm just saying.
Wow. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know because I think that I am, from what I know, like I'm very much Catherine's type, right? Catherine is very much my type.
Sure.
Right? Like, and it's always a variation of that.
Matthew's
Like,
very much my type.
right. Like I watched that show Younger, right?
It's a great
and,
show.
And I'm like, I look at Hillary Duff and I'm like, that's my, is it Hillary Duff?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
Hillary Duff.
I'm like, that's my type. I like that sort of, like smaller, blonde, booby kind of thing, right? Like it's just always been my type.
Josh
And-
is my type, the
yeah,
tattoo artist.
Yeah, this is everybody's type, Maury. But that's also, it's like basically Catherine. Like she's
Yeah.
blonde, blue eyes,
Yeah.
small, all that stuff. Like I know, like I can look, like if I watch TV and I see somebody who I find attractive, they're very similar to Catherine.
Yeah.
It's rare that I watch a show or see a movie or find somebody attractive that doesn't align in some way with what I find attractive in Catherine physically. But like if I was sitting there and liking, I don't even know. Like if I had this thing for Brazilian women, right? Where like my whole feed was just all, you know what I mean?
Viva Brazil.
Like Viva, right? Like if I just had this thing for Brazilian women, I could understand Catherine being like, what is your thing? Like how much, like how, is this like your number one?
Yeah.
Because I feel weird if I'm not the thing you find most attractive. Like it doesn't have to be me, but it should be a version of me.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, most, muscle guys are a version of me. I'm a guy.
Oh, God.
Yeah, after they got put in the Captain America machine. Right? Like you look like the before picture.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Okay, Emily Reston here. We'll end on this one. Your rapper name is the color of your shirt and the last thing you ate. Who are you?
The color of your shirt and the last thing you ate.
Black kebab.
What would you be, Maury?
Gray cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Wouldn't it be Kit Kat? You celebrated
no,
it.
I still have a wedge of cheese, though. So it's either gray cheese or gray brie.
No, you're gray cheese.
What about
definitely?
Remember, like earlier today, we heard Maury celebrating in the other room.
Because he found a Kit Kat.
Yeah, and we were like, what's going on in there? Maury's like, he just won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
We're like, what's going on in there? He goes, I just found a Kit Kat.
It fell into my bag.
Yeah. What's yours, Mocha?
It would be gray. What did I eat last? It'd be this. It was just like a protein bar. So gray protein bar.
Great protein bar. No, what's the brand name on it?
It's called
What's the brand name on it?
Protein Pleasure.
Okay, so you're gray protein.
No, macro.
Would you not just be gray bar?
You're gray macro.
Yeah, macro bar.
Shem, what's yours? What's the last thing you ate?
Oh, wow. Blue avocado?
Yeah.
Also gross.
Yeah. See, I'm trying to think of what else I had yesterday that because I know kebabs are the last thing I ate. I made a lot of kebabs
Did you have
yesterday.
ramen?
No, I didn't have ramen. No, I made a lot of kebabs yesterday.
Yeah.
Lots of, and I made these potatoes too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, feta and tomato in them and shallots and everything else. Oh my God, it was so good. We had a barbecue. Yes, we broke all the rules.
Yeah.
Had my mom and her husband over.
Do it up.
It was done. It was done.
Hugs, kisses.
Yeah, everything.
What's up? Bring it in.
Yeah,
Bring it in, family.
We arm wrestled. Yeah, we did all of it.
Had a cake, put
Yeah.
1,000 candles on it.
We all
Everyone
blew it
at the exact same time.
Yeah, we broke all the rules. No, it's all good.
These are the questions that we get. Thank you, by the way, for all of your questions. Feel free to just post your comment, your question whenever we post Ask Roz and Mocha. That happens on Instagram at Kiss925, and we'll do this again. This has been the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.